I'm the real Steve, I am.
I've just not been talking.
Okay, you can now.
All right.
That would be why we couldn't hear you.
Indeed.
Yeah, now I'm here. Hi,
We're
guys.
just sorting out who's on what team.
Just out of interest, what do we call Spirit Charged? Because I can only see
Oh,
that
Adam.
name.
It's Adam.
Okay,
Yeah.
brilliant.
You can call him Spirit Charged.
Yeah, get the branding going.
I've called him far worse.
If you're going to call it Spirit Charged, add the .tv, get the branding going.
Yeah.
You can just call him Spirit, I guess.
Call him twitch.tv/Spirit Charged.
No, you don't need to go there. You can just go to spiritcharged.tv. I own that domain and it redirects to...
Do you want to be...
Spirit Charged. Oh, yeah,
go first,
actually, let me just...
What content do you do, Adam?
Oh my god.
He plays Age of
male
Empires.
model.
Yeah. No. Right, I'm just finishing up content, which hopefully I'll be doing soon once I've got a better graphics card, which is GTA role-playing. But I just need to finish this job and then I'll be there. I'll go spoil first.
Oh, you're doing the GTA roleplay?
5 seconds. Yeah.
I've done a bit of that. Which server you on?
Eclipse, right, which is on the Rage launcher.
Oh, I was on 5M.
Oh yeah, I haven't played 5M yet. I played because I first joined Mafia. I did like a Google when I was first looking at it, and Mafia was one of the ones they said was particularly good.
Cool.
The only thing is that I think none of the Rage ones have NPCs, so it's a little bit empty compared to like normal GTA. There we go.
Yeah.
I actually quite like it because it means all the people you come across are like player characters. Yeah.
So Matt, you just need to sit down as a spy, Spy Master, and then we're ready to go. So if you are watching either of the streams, Matt is currently the Spy Master. If you want to see it from a Spy Master's point of view, you can go to the Dice Cup Actual. If you want to see it from a team's point of view where we're guessing, you can come to my stream or Adam if he's streaming it.
I'm not. Organised.
Let's see if I can.
And we're trying to dethrone Miles, who seems to win nearly every time. So
yeah, it's let me update my username so you can see.
I've tried to handicap myself by joining Matt's team this time.
Didn't you join Matt's team last week?
You were on Matt's team last week with me.
Yeah, we're in tune, Miles.
I think I watched a video last week where I think the red team won every game. Is that right?
That could be it.
Yeah.
we had a good run, didn't we?
And Steve and I were on the blue team together last week. I forgot who I was with Adam. Yeah, and we didn't win.
You could have also watched us play D20 in Watford, and they hammered us 5-1.
Yeah,
that was embarrassing.
I was watching that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd like to think that the fact that I watched with the sound on for the win means I must be your good luck, Sean.
Yeah.
So I'll try and watch more with the sound on.
Yeah, damn it! Just realised I'm blue, not red. I was putting together a good clue for
yes.
I've got a good clue for you, Matt.
Oh, sorry.
Well, if you want to let Matt know what that clue is, that would be great.
Yeah. Just whisper it to me.
I'm glad I looked before I did that because I was all set to do it.
I had a great game once where someone gave a 4 clue, but they'd forgotten what colour they were, and their team guessed one of our words, which was a perfectly acceptable word to guess for that clue. So I just get the same clue with a 3 on my turn. So actually, that's a really good clue. I'll use that. Thanks.
I think if someone's first clue and they forget what colour they are and they go with a 3, you should probably just restart the game. It just seems like
it wasn't the first clue though. That was the thing that was halfway through the game. They just forgot what colour they were.
Easy to do.
No.
Yeah, Matt takes his time.
Yeah, I kind of forgot that I was meant to be giving clues for a minute as well. Ooh.
Have you played on this site before, AJ?
I've not, but I watched the stream last week. Basically, if you click the little finger, then that's your guess. And otherwise, you click anywhere else on the card, it just puts a...
Yeah, that's fine. That's what I was going to tell you.
Cool.
That means you already know more than most people when they first play on this. So.
I think that's really nice, especially because you could even play this without speaking.
Yeah, just putting
like you can play some people. I don't know why you'd want to. I think it's a lot less social.
I guess it's if you don't have a set-up kind of Discord server or whatever and are just playing with people, then it gives you that option to do it without having to have the chat set up.
Agreed.
Agreed. Okay.
It's a good thing that this isn't a timed game.
Yeah. It's all about the discussion while I faff about. That's the main thing.
The actual physical game comes with an egg timer, and the rules just say if you think someone's taking a bit long, just put the egg timer on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Okay.
Oops. That was an accidental click.
Okay, I was about to question it.
What did you click? I missed that.
Doesn't matter.
Compound.
It was an accident.
Compound, yeah. Music compound. The hello. What do you want? I think Merlin might bark in a second. She's looking at me with a slightly open mouth.
It could be Europe because they did the final countdown.
I was literally just looking at that for that exact same reason.
Yeah. But I don't think.
And D-Ream and Snap.
Yes, D-Ream, Snap. Yeah, absolutely. Stock, Aitken and Waterman. Yeah, absolutely. Else?
Jack White from the White Stripes is Jack.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I suspect that every one of these is probably featured in a song or band name.
Absolutely. Shall I click on guitar? Are we all
if it's not guitar, we need to sack Matt as a spy master.
Yeah. Right, we've got that. What are your thoughts on the other two? Key and Bow.
I think Key first.
Yeah, I was leaning more towards Key. I understand. Okay. I was thinking bow more as bow and arrow rather than bow of musical bow. Yeah.
I would have said bow second, so I'm happy to click on it and take the blame if we get it wrong.
Okay.
All right, I'm happy with that.
Your fault, Steve.
Oh, at least it wasn't one of theirs. At least it wasn't one of theirs.
Yeah, it's good. It's fun. We're okay with that.
So we're avoiding something to do with music.
Music, Jesus.
3.
So Ranch.
I think I know what it was. It was something we didn't talk about at all.
Okay, we'll talk about it in a minute then.
Yeah, Saddle. Yeah, I like that.
Okay.
Once you start getting into horses, though, you've got Polo.
Yeah, but he hasn't said horse. He said barn.
No, true.
So I don't think I want to go Polo if Saddle's right.
I mean, you would store them in a barn most of the time.
Yeah, would you paint a barn? Like, is that a thing?
You could put a desk in a barn.
Could it be stock?
I'm wondering about fair because I'm picturing like a country fair. You might have part of that in a barn, but that feels like a
Superman.
It could be stock. Well, I'm happy to go with Ranch and Saddle.
Yeah, definitely.
So do you want to...
They have a huge number of barns in Europe.
You notice that we didn't really interrupt on your go.
Didn't start the game. That's the whole point of having the chat.
So we'll go for Ranch.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Saddle. And I think Compound, actually. I'm going to take my thing at stock. Compound.
What was the explanation for stock?
Well, you can stock things in a barn, but I think Compound because it's a building. You could have said a horse for Ranch and Saddle or something, or an animal. But he said barn, so I think is in not like compounds in chemical. Compound is in a physical place.
The compound is made up specifically of more than one building, isn't it?
Yeah. Okay. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe not.
We just had
Saddle. You can click on them to.
Barn? I mean, like you grow rice, right? And then barns are.
I mean, it's a loose thing. You store food in barns, and rice is a food.
Yeah.
Could be fair.
Although I do like. Fair was just like a gut instinct one, but I don't know whether I'd. Compound feels quite good as well now that.
I mean,
should we let Elle do it?
I don't know. I don't know
Or
how.
do you want to leave it for another?
I'd like to guess, because if it's compound or fair, then we could have a guess at each of them.
I feel like you know how Adam thinks a lot more than I do.
I don't think it's polo, because he would have said horse. I think that would have been.
And the third.
Go on. Sorry.
I was going to say the third connection is going to be how he. It's probably going to be how he thinks, not.
Do you know what my brain is now going more towards compound.
Yeah, mine's moving away from it.
Oh. Well, I'm also thinking of the three, which one is most likely to be the third music?
Oh, and it won't be compound. It might be fair though.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
I'll think of compound.
But yeah.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Aye.
So that just basically doesn't mean that compound was the one he meant either.
No, true.
How could you possibly think fair has anything to do with music?
Because fairgrounds have music playing all the time. Every ride has music playing, and there are numerous reasons why fair would be associated with music.
There's a song called Scarborough Fair. Classic.
There's that as well.
Okay.
Scarborough Fair no longer exists. My dad went to it. There was a Scarborough Fair in the 50s.
Is the song Scarborough Fair about? It's not about a fair in Scarborough, the UK, is it?
Yeah.
No.
Is it?
Isn't it? There was one in the 1600s.
Hang on a minute.
I think it's a folk song. Simon and Garfunkel sang it, but I believe it's based on a folk song, and I think it is British.
Someone Google that.
But that fair no longer exists, and then there was another one that then disbanded before I was born.
Yeah, it does refer to the Scarborough in Yorkshire.
It does.
Yeah. God's own county, that.
Yeah. I've just googled it. Yeah. 1966.
I don't know if...
Someone told me an interesting fact about Simon Garfunkel that they refused to actually talk to each other. They would get their own lawyers to talk to each other on their behalf. They hated themselves that much. Well, they didn't get on that much.
Is it? I assume is this now, or is this while they were singing?
I would imagine now.
Yeah, because I imagine if I was a part of a singing duo and I couldn't stand my partner, I wouldn't be part of that duo.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe if it got to the point where it's making millions, you're like, well, I don't like you, but we are making millions of pounds, so...
Yeah.
ABBA kept releasing songs after their divorce, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm.
Did they all get
Some
divorced?
of their best songs were about the
Yeah.
divorce.
Yeah, all of them. They were in a four-way marriage.
Matt, you can think on our turn, Matt.
The musicians in Fleetwood Mac were married, weren't they? Because the chain is about them splitting up.
Yeah, they made one of the best albums ever when they were married.
Yeah, Rumours, wasn't it?
No, it was true.
No, Rumours.
This is a Steve joke. It's awful.
Oh, Steve. Jesus. Both Steves there.
Don't humour him.
Don't Speak by No Doubt was Gwen Stefani singing about her drummer, I believe, who she had just split up with.
No, she was talking about Steve telling jokes.
Yeah.
I think you have to give me that one. That was quite good.
No.
Well, I would give you that one if it wasn't for the fact it was highly unoriginal and I've heard it numerous times before.
I know. You still need the other person in the joke to know that one of their albums is called Rumours, and that's the one you mean.
Yeah.
It's a tough joke to pull off. I've only pulled it off twice.
Well done.
Yeah.
You're always waiting for the third time.
Yeah.
It's a quote from Flight of the Conchords.
Here we go. I'm just.
After all that time, you've given us a 1.
Yeah, well,
Jesus Christ.
There's a much better.
You've given us a 1 that kind of goes with 2 things.
Shut up.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Stop speaking. Don't speak that.
Language, Steve.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say.
I think Poland is the obvious one.
Yeah.
What do we think about the other music? Do we have any other ideas on music at this point? Fair is not a bad shout for that.
I think it could be Europe.
Oh, please go Europe.
Could also
What,
be
because
Scott.
of the final countdown?
Yes.
The final countdown.
You get stock music as well.
All
Yeah.
this talk about
No.
ABBA,
Europe.
you on
I don't know. I don't think we know enough about the music one to really agree on something.
Yeah. I'm gonna guess then. No way. We don't know enough.
That's fine. Neither does Matt.
What are you talking about?
Right, Matt, start thinking now about your next clue.
Right, I've got a really good clue.
Yeah.
Does it involve a figure more than 1?
But,
Yeah.
but it's.
You need something to be guessed first.
I'm trying to work out how to make it less dangerous.
Stop talking about whether it's dangerous or not because you're
Okay.
potentially giving away too much.
Well, I'm not giving it
Let's
you
come up
anyway.
with a decent clue.
Okay, I'll think of another one.
Back in. Oh, a fair
See?
election.
Thinking on someone else's turn, Matt.
They've got to choose Europe now.
I mean, this is a loose one. I'm gonna put
election.
golf
They've got to
in
go
there.
Europe. Oh God!
I was looking at that,
Yes,
Steve,
fuck
to be
off.
honest.
That'll be even better. What the hell, election?
Desk.
Ah,
These are loose ones. Maybe I'll get rid of desk.
they're gonna click Europe.
Court.
This is good. I think the only reason they wouldn't click Europe right now is because they think it might be like music.
All right. What do we think?
Yeah, is golf a loser? Are you thinking? Well, golf felt like
Current topical golf is quite relevant, isn't it?
Yeah,
Is it?
But
that's what Trump.
What's he talking about?
I think that's a double connection. I think there's enough
Yeah,
like
There's enough
ruler,
good
fair, and
connection.
court.
I like snap. I mean, no one else has gone on it, but I think because a snap election, they're talking about,
Come on,
Theresa May
Europe.
called a snap election. The fact that it's literally just a word next to the other word and it sounds like and it's a thing. I thought that would be.
The same with fair, though, isn't it? I think ruler's my first choice.
Yeah, I suppose. Oh right,
Yeah,
like I
and
was still thinking
Europe.
of fair,
Europe's
like a
gotta be your
country
second.
fair or something. Like a
No, you've got like
free
fair
and
elections.
Fair election. Yeah.
I like ruler the best. I think.
Who's got a fair election?
Well, that's the ideal,
It's
isn't
not.
it?
It's not the US apparently. It's rigged.
In terms of court, what's the thinking for that one? Because it's a related thing, but it doesn't feel like unless there's a more direct link.
Yeah, again, it's the American elections have gone through the courts recently. haven't
Matt,
they?
you really shouldn't chime in as
Yeah,
as
and
my
Matt
master.
should-
No, I
shouldn't be
was just
speaking.
making a comment on the US
I
elections.
know, but it's related to the clue, so
Well, yeah.
You should do what Adam does and mute for the whole time. That'd be
Yeah.
good. I want to go ruler and then talk about the rest.
talk to your stream. I'm talking to myself, but you can talk to your stream.
Yeah, no, I just wanted to make a political comment at you
Yeah.
guys.
I'm happy to go. Is everyone else good for ruler?
Ruler, yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Rob-
happy with
Rob
that.
clicked it. And then it could be fair and snap. It could be. I don't mind snap. I don't actually like.
I think I would go. I think I'd go
Why
Europe
don't I
higher
think it's Europe?
because European elections are a thing that you hear about. I'd say all the time, but I guess it's every years.
And we've just Brexited, and that was from an election.
And there literally was an election on whether or not Europe. Like,
do you think Europe over fair?
Yes, come on.
I still think that fair is music, so I don't. That's why I'm not.
Well, fair could be. Fair could be the other barn one, and compound could have been lucky guess.
I feel like fair might be the music one, and because we said that, given a clue that includes that, but we know that it's not that. If that makes sense, I know that I'm sort of second guessing.
Yeah, I don't think. No, I don't.
Fair enough.
I hope they go Europe.
I still think the barn could be stock.
Oh, well, they probably won't.
As in, like, livestock.
If they hit Europe for me, I think my team.
Yeah, that's true. That's a possibility. So I think maybe we were looking with compound. I don't know.
I wouldn't have put compound for barn.
Can't think what.
The first thing I don't know. I think barn.
Now that you, with the context of like livestock as well as just stocking. Yeah.
I don't know. You really don't want to go fair.
I'd be happy to.
I'll take it if we're all good with it.
I think they're all plausible, which means that.
Right. And weirdly, if it's fair, I think it's more likely to be snap, because he's putting words with election like snap election and fair election.
Yeah. I mean, if you're linking ruler and fair already, maybe you would come up with election and then go, oh, snap election.
Hmm. What do you think, Al?
Although I am now feeling like, is it worth going for stock as a fourth guess? If
I don't think. Well, we've got. I mean, the third bar one could have been fair or compound.
A few clues anyway.
Yeah, we don't know whether we've got all the farm ones, but we know we've got one more for election. So I think our guess has to be an election one.
I mean, I'd go eat.
Come on, Al.
I don't know.
Vote for Europe.
Yeah, which one do you prefer for election?
Europe.
In the context of the other words, I'd say snap.
Yeah, let's do that.
So, like, you're not adding too many things then.
Well, at least my team's not going to pick fair for music.
Go for it. There we go.
And then there's 3 up, aren't they?
Okay.
All right, I've been thinking.
Go for it.
And I think. Yeah, I think that.
In the latest Spider-Man film, he did go to Europe.
He went to, was it Venice?
Well, he did Venice and Paris and London. They basically did a tour around Europe as a school trip.
My school never did anything like that.
God damn, I could have gone 5.
I'm just trying to think.
Is there a character called Jack in Spider-Man? If there is, I could have gone 6 and won the game right here.
Don't know what else would go with.
A character or an actor.
Can't really see anything else that goes with it. Should we pick superhero for a start?
Yeah, superhero. I'm fairly confident on Sling.
Sling,
yeah.
He was painted at a desk.
I'm reasonably confident on Europe, but I don't want to say just yet. I just want to see what else we've got.
He works as a photographer, doesn't he?
He does, yeah. He works as amateur photographer for a newspaper. He's based in New York. I think what else?
New York is a port city.
Yeah.
Fuck off, Nick.
Yeah.
You have battleships there sometimes.
I'm going to punch.
I'm trying to think if any of his villains have any of these names. I don't think they do.
I hope they don't. Unless
I
it's
don't think there's anything related to any of his love interests or anything
Green
like
Goblin
that.
has like jack-o'-lanterns. Oh,
the only Spider-Man
film
I've seen is Far From Home, Other than that, I'm very ignorant when it comes to Spider-Man. Other than the fact
I've
that
seen
You're
all of the
Ghostling,
films
you're a
and
desk
all of
paint
the
and Jack.
animated series from like the
Jack-o'-lanterns.
90s.
okay, fine.
And read a few of the comics.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I sort of feel like I might be in a position where I'll overthink it rather than not knowing enough. So you can know too much in this sort of game.
I mean, how confident are you with Europe?
Well, considering we thought it might be one of our ones for music, and the latest Spider-Man film was heavily influenced in Europe. It was
I mean, it was
90% of it was in Europe.
Okay,
Europe, so
I'll
I'm
pick Europe then.
relatively confident.
Like,
Okay,
they
I'll
didn't
take it
even
then.
start. Did they
Okay.
start in the US?
Okay, we're good.
It's the
Okay.
the
No,
J
we-
and J.
we-
Jonah Jameson stand
Go
for. Is
back
it
to the
Jack?
US? I don't know.
It's John, I believe. Jack-o'-lantern was one of his enemies, though.
Oh,
Yeah.
He was based off the Green Goblin. But he was quite a kind of niche reference, because he's certainly not been referenced in any of the films. So I don't know what Matt's kind of knowledge of
Yeah.
Spider-Man is, whether it's just films
Come
or just
on.
comics or a bit of both.
So what was the other one you were thinking of? Port, because New York's a port.
tenuous,
town.
very tenuous, though, isn't it?
Yeah, I
I-
mean, he did have a scene on the ferry, on the Staten Island ferry, in the first Spider-Man film, the first Tom
Come
Holland
on.
Spider-Man film.
Don't go
Right.
port.
So there's a possibility it's that.
There's no possibility it's that.
Who were
Don't-
the actors who played Spider-Man? There was
So we've had Tom Holland, Andrew Garfield, Tobey Maguire.
right, so nothing.
no.
No one called Jack. Right,
No,
other than the Jack-o'-lantern person.
yeah, I think we can rule out Rice. I'm fairly sure we can rule out Ulf.
Yes.
I can rule out Battleship. I think I can rule out Dream. Probably rule out T. And there is a possibility that Court, maybe. I know in the latest one, his identity was revealed, and he's always been kind of branded as a menace by the paper that he works for.
Mhm.
So there's a possibility
Oh.
that there are court cases, but
yeah.
that's a bit tenuous as well.
It could be sloth because that's an animal like a spider.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sort of leaning towards desk. He doesn't actually have a desk at the paper. It does work as a well, he works as a photographer for a newspaper.
I need a
Goes
moderator.
to school as well.
Mm.
Yeah, he does.
And
Yeah,
he's very studious.
yeah.
Has that got rid of it?
So yeah, it could be desk. I think that's the one
Why
I'm
did it
most
feel-
likely to.
Blacklist.
That's the one I can link most
Blocklist.
to Spider-Man. But
Restream. So hopefully that's
Well, you convinced me. You
got
know,
rid of it.
based on everything that you've said.
Go on, go for death.
But yeah, the things that they're talking
Okay.
about, I could have gone Spider-Man
Yeah.
6 and won this.
Yeah, we
thing.
got it.
there we go.
We
So
got
it might not have been the right one, but it was one of ours, so that's good.
Okay, so we've got one possible outstanding for music.
Yeah, the problem is that I think that's probably Europe now, based on what we've seen there.
Do you want to take a punt on Jack?
Do it. Yes, do it.
I mean, we could do the risk here is if we click. Obviously, if we click the assassin, it's over anyway. If we click a blue word, you've only got to give
They're
it
gonna
one.
win.
Yeah.
We can't win it on this round because
Okay,
even if
so-
we get this next one right, we've still got
Yeah.
one word left.
Shall we end?
We've only
I
guessed
think-
3, haven't we? Oh no, yeah.
We guess 4. So I think it's safer to end here and make them do a 2,
Yeah.
rather than risk giving them a 1.
Okay.
I agree.
All right.
For the win, Adam. Here we go.
I mean, it's a risk either way, but
Sleepy.
we couldn't win it on that. So
Yeah, I actually.
Surely Dream. See?
My head is saying it's like a brand of tea called Sleepy Time Tea, but that's more of a stretch than dream.
Yeah,
obviously.
I think
Like
so.
if you're linking dream and sloth, you're gonna say sleepy, right? You're not
Yeah,
gonna...
or sleep. Yeah.
Whereas if you were trying to link tea and sloth,
I don't think. Yeah, if there's such a thing as sauce, yeah, I don't think so. I think it's got to be them. You happy, Al?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, I went straight in with that one.
Go for it, AJ. Winners the game. Yeah.
Yeah, Sleepy Time Tea is in Scott Pilgrim. But yeah,
So
I could have
that was
said
what I was
Spider-Man
thinking as
6.
Moments of that were infuriating for me because you kept trying to talk yourselves out of the right answers.
No, yeah. I was like, oh,
But we
yes,
didn't.
yes, go Europe.
We didn't miss any guests there, Adam.
No, I know. I'm happy with that and good job. But what I'm saying is,
super
sitting here as
surprised
a
they
spy
didn't go
master,
Europe
listen to you
for
go,
election.
yeah, you're court or Europe when you've already both clicked like snap, and both times you mostly got what I wanted like straight away, and then spent half an hour
That's fine.
talking yourselves out of it, and then eventually did click the original thing.
Yeah.
So that half an hour
teamwork.
was very infuriating.
Teamwork.
Was Jack another Spider-Man one?
So
or-
I could have gone Spider-Man 6, because Paint and Jack both fit Spider-Man as well.
I was thinking paint for Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking,
I was leaning towards it a little bit because of like obviously comics.
Yeah,
I was
Getting
painted.
thinking- I was
that's
thinking
more
'cause
more ink
Miles-
than paint, so I was gonna.
Yeah.
Miles
is,
does do, yeah, he does do
Spider-Verse
graffiti.
is-
Yeah,
And although I
Yeah.
will give you the golf
Alright.
connection for election, that did give me a bit of a heart attack when you get golf because I'm the assassin.
No,
I was just-
What's the golf
I was
connection
just
with election?
brainstorming. Like Donald Trump's criticised for all the golfing he does, and yeah, it's just
Yeah.
Oh,
And
right,
actually-
yeah.
And
Just
at,
his-
at the inauguration yesterday, he did just go off to his golf resort.
Yeah.
Rather than
Yeah.
So there is.
Yeah,
He's not
half-
allowed into Scotland though.
I didn't make the connection, but afterwards I can understand why it was. Why it was
so
contemplated.
the four that we guessed, Matt, were they the four you were meaning initially for Spider-Man?
right
For
good luck,
Spider-Man,
team.
I actually wasn't thinking Europe for Spider-Man. That
Okay.
was one of the music ones. But yeah, when you started talking about like the last film, I was like, oh yeah, of course, yeah. So I was
what was
thinking
the other one then? Was it Jack,
desk paint,
or-
sling, and superhero was what I was
Oh,
thinking.
okay. Right.
And then after I'd given the clue, I realised, oh yeah, Jack-o'-lantern. And then you talked about Europe. I was like, oh, I could have said Spider-Man 6 and won this thing.
I think if you'd said 6 though, I think we may have ended up clicking on something wrong because, like I said, I know quite a lot about Spider-Man, and I would have been at risk of overthinking it.
I don't know. I mean,
So,
all the ones
we
you were
didn't-
talking about were the right ones. You were talking about like Jack-o'-lantern. And I think you would have gone paint and
eventually,
Paint and
probably, yeah.
over
Hard- hard
anything
to
else
say,
that was
but
on the
yeah.
board.
Yeah.
We were talking about port as well, though.
Yeah, that was stupid, but that was only a bystander.
I was looking at it for ages, and I was convinced that Jack was one of the names of the. I thought that it was Stan Lee and Jack something, but it's Steve
Jack Kirby.
Ditko, isn't it?
Yeah.
I was thinking
Jack Kirby
is that
is-
someone else.
Yeah, that is another Marvel person. I don't know if he was involved in Spider-Man, and I can't remember.
And he's probably drawn him
Yeah.
at some point.
More than likely, yeah. Yeah, I didn't think about him until you've just mentioned it.
But
And when you
So I
mentioned
was
Stan Lee,
looking at that
it reminded me of
going,
Jack Kirby.
I
Yeah.
bet
Yeah.
that.
I had to wait for them to get Snap off the board.
Yeah. I actually almost mentioned Snap when they were talking about Fair.
Yeah.
I for a second I thought Fair was the clue rather than the word. I almost mentioned Snap and saying Thanos wanted the Snap to be fair.
Yeah.
So
Oh yeah.
then I realised that Fair wasn't the clue, so I stopped.
Yeah.
I think it was that clue for one that killed us.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was buying time, waiting for them to get rid of Snap so I could give the Spider-Man clue. Right, I'll start off with an 8th clue on the next time I'm the Spy Master. Just,
We're definitely going to win this game because I'm Spy Master.
oh my god.
Yeah.
I think you should really be going for a 9 clue.
Steve versus Steve going on here as well.
Oh.
Yeah.
This is it. The stakes are high. Whoever wins this will be Steve 1.
It's a grudge match.
The Lord of Steves.
Mm-hmm.
Is the winner of this match get to keep the rightful title of Steve?
Yeah, it's Highlander mode.
The best thing about sort of Highlander is that they didn't listen to their own advice. There should be only one.
Yeah. All right, now there's only one of me. What's going to be in the sequel?
Yeah, well, that's the point. There shouldn't have been a sequel. They should have listened to the whole "there can be only one" and just stopped at one.
The sequel should have just been him enjoying being the only one. Just this is nice.
Right.
Then didn't they go on to do a TV series as well at one point?
Yeah.
Does anyone have any other ideas for Titan?
I have.
Yeah, I've got loads of ideas.
I'm gonna
Sorry.
keep
Didn't see that we had a clue.
Saturn.
Are we going back
was
onto Tap?
Titan.
Go onto that Snap one from previous round.
Yeah.
I liked Lightning but I think that's because I'm thinking Thanos and then Thor. And Thor wasn't really a Titan, but there Titans have to do with primal powers and stuff.
Well, they
Titans
are also in
have
the North West
faces.
splat.
Some of the Titans were large ducks and they quack.
Just turn Matt down. I like
Is
that.
there such a thing as a Titan missile, or have I just entirely made that up because I put the words together?
You're thinking of something. There's something similar, but I don't think it's Titan.
Okay.
I might be wrong. I think I like Saturn. I like Saturn a lot. I think we probably clicked Saturn.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and if you were going for Saturn and missile, you might say rocket or something.
Yeah, I think there's rocket wouldn't lead us anywhere else, right? So it's probably an easier way to link Saturn and missile, or better way.
Okay, now I'm just making stretches that I'm not even sure if they're right. So, Prometheus, right? Was he a Titan?
I don't.
He
think
brought
so.
fire to the human.
I think that's too far to go.
Yeah.
And I feel like there's a blind Titan. I'm just stretching. Like I said, I'm reaching a bit now. But
I think.
What's your main thoughts on Minotaur?
I don't know. It
Well,
just kind of.
It's Greek, isn't it?
Yeah, it kind of
Greek
clicks for me.
mythology.
And it's the most obvious Greek mythology link on there for me, other than Saturn maybe. But Saturn's also obviously the moon, right? Is one of the moons of Saturn is Titan.
Yeah. If you two are happy for Minotaur, then I'll go ahead with. Minotaur.
I think if it's not Minotaur, I'm happy to go with either Lightning or maybe Missile. But I'm most happy with Minotaur of all the words on the board.
Okay. Yeah.
Hey, we either got lucky or that was the two correct ones.
Yeah, sorry, I was just trying all the other options in case I missed.
Oh, yeah, totally good to. I like going through that. I just have a good idea and then look at what else it could be. I just thought Minotaur just stuck out for me.
I think it was those two.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. If you get to right and then what else?
I know the Minotaur's right. I feel like that must have been the clue for it, sort of.
Yeah. It would be odd for it not to be for it to be there and not if it was meant to be the missile or whatever. Why
if
did
there
not
was a
agree?
third
Right?
thing, you would have said if it was that and something else, you'd probably say 3 just to try and pick up Minotaur as well. Yeah.
Indeed.
It's lying. My restream thing says I'm offline, but I can see my video being online, so that's a lie. David's watching.
David Smith?
Yeah.
You can join in if he wants.
He said Spider-Man has a hyphen, you heathen.
I did want when you gave it as a clue. I was like,
There's an interesting point someone made. It's like Iron Man is 2 words, Batman is 1 word, and Spider-Man is 1 word with a hyphen. Who decided which of those gets which?
Yeah.
It's like,
yeah, it's true.
they all could be valid in any combination.
Yeah.
Walk 4.
Walk in the park.
Yeah.
Country walk.
You often do if you work in retail, you do
floor walk.
Floor walk,
yeah. is a common thing. Walk in the country, yeah, that's a good one. What would the other one be? Farm, maybe.
Walk up and down your kitchen.
Oh, nowadays, yeah.
Walk to the fridge. Walk to the fridge. The only exercise anyone ever gets.
Postman walks around.
Yep.
Yeah, they do. They call the route they take a walk.
Yeah.
Ducks like to walk and they quack while they do so.
Miss World catwalk.
Yeah.
You walk door to door, so when you're selling. Joan of Arc walked, I'm sure.
Well, she mostly rode. See all the pictures. Mostly on a horse, or on a stake.
She probably walked some of the time. You walk into Notre Dame. You have to walk in. You can't drive.
How do you mute someone?
You go, Adam, shut up. Sometimes works.
Yeah.
I think park and floor and country. I think we're all fairly confident on.
I would like to go for park first.
Yes.
Go for it.
Walk in the park. Country second.
Yeah, I'm more confident about country than floor. So yeah. Ooh.
Well.
Okay.
Wow.
Well, that didn't work.
That was wrong.
Unexpected.
Yeah.
There's obviously one that we haven't even really thought about.
Well, we were struggling to get a 4th one anyway, weren't we? So...
Pre-release tomorrow, Steve, for Countdown.
No, it's a week. Friday, a week tomorrow.
That's what I thought. Okay.
Phew.
Your clues there, by the way.
Oh,
Yeah.
thanks. Yeah, I agree with Wake. I like Wake.
Yeah, I think Wake's got to be. Unless anyone's seeing anything else.
I might go for Wake.
No,
I'm happy to click
I agree
Wake.
with Wake.
I'm wondering about Notre Dame. It's a cathedral. You might have funerals there.
It burnt down.
It's a bit of a stretch, but
I think if it was that, he'd put funeral.
Yeah.
yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. So thinking on miss is just like you would miss someone. You're talking about how much you missed them.
That's essentially what a eulogy is. I feel like, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how you connect to many of the other words at all.
Well, I was just having a look through the other words. I hadn't really.
The only other one I could think of was Joan of Arc, because she famously died. But other than that,
what about like the author of a eulogy?
She was famous for other things than dying.
It's probably fair.
Yeah. No, I get that, but she famously.
Congratulations, you've done all these really cool things. You're going to be famous for dying.
Something that
Kids, I'm
every
going to read
human
you the
being
story
does.
of Joan of Arc. Chapter 1.
She died.
She died. The end.
I mean, I still feel like I'm sticking by this. I'm going to dig my hole deeper. I think that Joan of Arc most famously got killed for what she did, regardless of what it was that she was doing. She famously got killed for it.
I don't
What
think
was
it's
she
regardless of what she did, though. I think it
I don't actually know why she got killed.
Trying to free France.
Or what
right?
she did.
Was her deal. She was fighting for freedom against the
She
British,
helped.
I wanna say.
She helped Bill and Ted with their homework.
I do.
Such an educated bunch we are.
Now that we're all on it, I quite like author, because if you wanted to link author and Wake, eulogy is a really good way to get those two connected. Whereas
I think
Wake, you might just say death or funeral or something. I don't know.
I'm now kind of doubting myself having suggested it in the first place, but
I mean, you do write a eulogy.
yeah. And I guess there's no other way. So go on.
I was gonna miss. You do miss someone, but I do
I think if it was like missing or something, I'd be happier. But miss just seems a little bit.
You also deliver a
missed,
eulogy,
whatever.
so it could be
How about
nailed.
missile? Is missile any better for you?
Am I going to click
So
author?
Eulogy is. I'm right in thinking eulogy is the word that in a newspaper. That's
No,
where
that's
they would
a
have a eulogy.
that's
No.
that's
An
the
obituary.
Yeah,
Yes,
the
thank you.
eulogy is
Obituary.
what they read.
Yeah,
You
she's-
write. Yeah, you read
Oh,
the
okay.
eulogy at the funeral.
yeah.
So sorry, what's the thing
So
in
someone-
the newspaper that says when someone's died?
Obituary is the word.
Right.
I forgot
Okay.
a second
I'm
ago.
more on miss again now. Then I think I had it in my head that was the word for a written thing about someone who's died, but now I'm thinking.
Well, yeah, but
Well, I
you
mean,
do write. You do
I was going
write
to say,
the eulogy.
you-
ahead
most
of
most
time.
people would write it out first. I mean, some people would just like,
True.
you know, it's,
But
You could deliver it from the
I feel
heart.
like author is more
Do it
associated
as a
with a
freestyle
written
rap.
thing that is then read
just because it's
rather than
written,
read
it doesn't
out.
mean it's not from the heart. Sorry, what? was
I was just
objecting to the
thinking
idea that thing.
author feels more like something has been written and then I'm reading it in my head off of the page rather than it's been written.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then be
like a speechwriter or
spoken.
whatever would be. Yeah, there is a difference between an author and a speechwriter. But I'm okay. I'm swung back towards miss. I think I'm happy with miss.
Is that all right? I'm really
Yeah.
sorry, Steve. If it
And
was
we'll
author.
blame AJ if it's wrong.
Yeah, I'll take the blame. I'll click it.
Hey.
Yes. Shall we end guessing?
Yes.
Good
Okay,
job,
so
Steve.
we've got 3 walks.
Yeah. Slightly concerned that they've still got 3 for walk, and they've
Okay.
just been given another 3. Steve does like his
Yeah.
2s. Our Steve, which is a little bit of a low risk
Oh.
strategy, or possibly a high
notice
risk.
that we
depending
got
on
a
how
clue
bad they're
already.
going.
I thought, oh my god.
We appear to be 4 up.
Yeah.
Yeah, except they've got 3 clues left over from before.
Yeah, that's the only thing that they've got.
That's why.
Yeah,
they've
just
they've
gives us
still
an
got 3
infinite clue
words for
next,
walk.
and we're done.
Maybe Steve thinks that. Well, sorry. Maybe Steve Rain thinks that the clues that
Bad,
the other team's getting are not very good.
maybe.
To be fair, 2 sets of 3. The 3s could cross over.
It's possible. But it's a 4 and a 3. But yeah, the 3 could be some crossover there, which is not great spy mastering at this stage. It's kind it's kind of unavoidable at some point, but this early second clue, it's not fantastic to have.
For bang, my most obvious one is missile. I think because that's sort of explosive device. It's going to go bang. So I think we should definitely go for that one.
So we think missile door and lightning are bang, right?
Bang door, lightning. Yeah, and lightning's more of a flash, but I guess.
Yeah,
could
but
count
it
bang, but
like you get.
yeah.
Thunder
It
and
is
lightning. Lightning
yeah,
kind of
kind of.
causes thunder.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess you could call it a bang. For lack of anything better, I guess that's an interesting way of linking door, missile, and lightning. So I think
Yeah.
it could work.
How else would you link them? Is there an
I
easy
mean-
way to do it?
We don't
No,
know they're
well,
right yet.
No,
but
that's what I'm saying. I don't think there's another way of linking those 3. So if it is
No.
those 3, bang would be the best way of doing it. So
yeah.
yeah. But
Missile?
I'm clicking. I clicked missile.
I think it's got to be door as well.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah. Are we more confident about the walk ones than we are about lightning? Because I think floor, mail. We've got 3 left for walks. We've got floor, mail.
Yeah. I think
I don't think
floor
door,
is
missile go towards it. So
fairly certain.
yeah, I think I'm happy to go with floor.
Yeah. Do that one next.
There we go. Okay. Because you would walk
So
on.
we've
that
got one
as well,
more
so-
for this guess.
I don't think the bang can be anything apart from lightning.
I mean,
if you were blind, you might walk into things and bang your face.
yeah. If you're chewing gum and you blow a bubble, it could bang.
More of a pop though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
let's-
lightning is
let's-
definitely the strongest.
Let's
for
go.
bang.
Yeah, let's go with lightning.
Whee! So we
Okay.
have probably
left on
2
the
walks
walk
left,
2 walks left. Assuming park and floor were correct for walk, we've got 2 left.
and
So
assuming
yeah, it was
door-
4-1, right?
assuming door isn't part of the walk
Agree.
clue as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think. Well, definitely quack. I'm just gonna click it.
Yeah, that's fair.
And then
I told you Titans were giant ducks.
not washer.
We can talk about it now. We've picked this
Yeah,
out.
could be farm,
I
but
think I prefer face still.
I think I like that my face. Ortholog.
Because it's it's another word for it's a type of mouth, really, isn't it?
Yeah, I think I prefer face.
You're
Knowing,
trying to link quack and
I think-
face.
Yeah, I think if it's
knowing that
not.
Steve's giving the clue as well.
Mhm. Okay, I'm pretty happy with face. I'd be even happy with something that was more than a 2.
El, do you want to hit face?
Who's?
You're gonna hit
Who's
Steve's
cheating?
face.
3 for the win. No pressure, Steve.
And we know
Other
that
Steve.
2 of them are walk. Well, we think 2 of them are walks.
Oh yeah, sorry. I guess anyway.
So don't forget, you've got to give at least a 2 or an unlimited so that we can guess all 3
Yeah.
words.
Yeah, don't give a
Just
1 or
putting
we'll
that out
smack you.
That's why it gives a 0 just for.
Yeah, it could be a 0 and we just have
Zero
to
words.
guess
It's fine
the
because we
last
get
one.
a guess.
I know. I was
They've still got 3 though, so it's not
being facetious.
it's not use it or lose it now.
No, but I reckon Steve's got a 3 in the bag.
Wait, Steve? No, wait. You're Steve.
No, Rain.
You reckon Rain's got 3 in the bag?
Yeah. I
So,
reckon it's
Here's Steve. I give 2's Rain.
yeah. 2, 2, 3. Oh, 2, 2, 2, 3. That's his strategy.
I was going to say
I mean,
2,
if
2,
he
3.
gives us
That's
2,
not
we
work
do
either.
get a third guess, right? We could just go for it.
Just go for a random.
That's what I'm saying. That's why he needs to give at least a 2. That's why our Steve needs to give at least a 2. Because then we can guess all 3.
But even if Rain just gives them a 2, they can randomly try to win.
Just like,
Yeah.
we're going to try and
And
win the
if
game.
we keep
with
threatening to do that, then he's going to have to give us a.
You can't just threaten, you've got to follow through.
well, yeah,
having
you know.
seen some of the clues given in this game, not necessarily this game, but like over the time, a random guess might actually be better than some of the clues.
Oh, I forgot. I've got a package next door that I need to go get before it gets too late.
I won a
Because it
game
might
on
never be that now,
random guess.
Okay,
Oh,
stick.
this was stick 3. All
I
right.
think that's probably log and arm, maybe. Or,
Well, it's gotta
there's
fit.
too many.
Gum comes in sticks and it sticks to things.
Yeah, it's gotta
Yeah.
fit walk. At least probably 2 of them have got to fit walk.
So I think
You
I
can
think
drive
farm.
a stick. Wrap a cloth around the top
I
of a
was
stick.
already
make it
thinking
into a
farm.
torch.
Yeah, I was already thinking farm for walk, and you get sticks on farms. I think
Farm
log
is-
is fairly
okay.
obvious for stick.
You could walk on a log, like log walking, like the
Yes, that is
Canadian things that could.
yeah, that
I
is
mean-
a sport of sorts, isn't it? Yeah.
Terrible clue, Steve.
Yeah.
Walk for log, but you know, fine.
So yeah, I mean, torch. Yeah, if you're thinking medieval style torch, then that is basically
Yeah.
a stick fire on it.
And
Joan of Arc was burned on the stake, which was a big stick and had loads of little sticks around it to set on fire.
yeah, you might use a normal torch to go on a walk if it's dark.
Yeah,
But yeah, gum.
I mean, I think
Stepping gum on a walk.
the 3 that I've got my name on at the moment, like Gum, Farm, and Log, I think those are the 3
Yeah.
I'm most confident about. I think Log, the fact that Stick was given as a clue, I think if it's not Log,
Yeah.
they should have thought of a different
Yeah.
clue.
Yeah.
Stick can't fit mail, can it? Can you
No.
think of any
I mean,
way that?
it
I don't see any way sticks
could,
with mail.
but tentatively.
I mean, some of these are tentative as well.
Well, yeah, but I think even more so for male. I think it would be like 4 or 5 leaps to get
Yeah.
them Stick to male.
So
I'm not a
it's-
big
What do you
fan of
reckon was
stick with
tenuous?
farm.
That's what I meant. I meant tenuous. Yes. I'm still trying to get used to not being on night shifts anymore. It's like, yeah.
Blind people use a stick
Oh
when
yeah,
they're walking.
Unfortunately, is a very good point.
I do.
I kind of feel like we have to click log because log is too close to stick for
Yeah,
it to not
it's
be
just
that.
a synonym for
Yeah,
stick,
let's
isn't
go
it?
for that.
Oh, what? What on earth are you playing
That
at?
is a classic case of not looking at all
Where's
the
our,
words.
where's
Surely.
our third guess?
Right, stove. Yeah, it's not kitchen. Then what's going on?
I mean, clearly
You know
the
what?
real Steve is trying to sort of build up some tension and making it sort of 1-1 so that we can then have a decider later.
What do you mean? What? We won the first game.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going 2-0.
That's
Yeah.
a good point.
I mean,
Yeah, in that case, that's even more reason to say, what the hell are you playing at, Steve?
This is a Steve conspiracy.
Yeah, clearly.
Yeah, farm was my second thought.
because like a stove isn't like otherwise you'd say oven. Like stove feels like a farm sort of thing, but then also no, like a
Stove would be the
is
top
a bit
thing, right?
more
Like stove is the
fiery
I would say stove isn't the oven anyway. It's the like the
Yeah.
cob.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah.
I mean, other than it's in the kitchen, like no, because there's better ways to link kitchen and washer, right, than stove.
Yeah.
Dish.
Yeah, dish would be good. Yeah, so torch I kind of get, but then I like torch for their stick, so I think it's probably not ours.
What remind me what specifically the stove is from your?
It's like gas. It's like it's not always gas,
okay.
obviously. But it's like a
I mean,
like
you do.
the hob.
You'd have to
Because I
lie.
wonder whether he was playing with that clue for log as well, because then you're looking at like a log burner in the kitchen, maybe on a farm. I
Well, hang on,
like
but their clue was stick. So
No,
they
but
got-
I'm saying if Steve had been thinking what clue would I
oh,
give him
stove
to get
as
these
in
last
log.
three,
Yeah. I'm with it. I'm with
log
it.
could have also been stove.
Yeah, log stove. Yeah, that would work. Yeah,
I mean,
because
you,
you
do
can
have,
like.
you do
go on,
have to light it. So torch does seem.
Yeah, but I think torch. You wouldn't light it with a torch normally. You'd light it with matches or something, or like a lighter.
But in the same way, you wouldn't necessarily say that there's a stove on a farm. I think they're both as equally as.
Yeah, I guess.
I'm going to
So,
use my logic from the last game and say that I think torch is I think that torch is one of the stick clues.
Yeah, me too.
Because in Minecraft, you make torches by putting coal with
That's
a
true.
coal on a stick.
Whether Steve.
And I don't know whether that's the level of reference that the real Steve would
Well,
be
also, I
making
mean,
here.
you kind of do that. Like you sticks form. You can light a stick to make a torch.
Yeah,
right?
I think
that's
stick is definitely torch over farm, and by that logic, I'd rather go for farm than torch.
Is there anything else we're
Stick.
missing other than? I mean, washer doesn't. Again, you can link better with a washer. Mail, no. Driver, no. Notre Dame, no. Gum, no. Blind. Yeah, I think process elimination. I think. What else is it if it's not farm? Change.
Also, the fact that we both
You
sort of
changed the
thought
stove?
farm as like a gut instinct.
I mean,
And those gut
change.
instincts are stick.
I think we go stove, right? I'm gonna click it. Ah, it's theirs.
Oh, no.
Yes,
We're back in.
we have a chance.
They're gonna
So I
win.
was probably right with farm being walk and stick then.
Well, obviously,
Oh, I
yeah,
forgot they had walk.
Yeah.
Got that walk.
Yeah, me too.
had to be.
Sorry, Steve.
Okay,
I
so
said farm
need
for
a
the last 3 turns, and we didn't
clarifying cue. So,
Oh well, I mentally I was
Really?
AFK the last turn.
so
Again.
he's given
Uh,
stick
I wasn't
again.
talking to you, Adam. I was talking the fact that my team didn't go with it. I
Um,
mean,
So we've got
like,
3
we
stick
didn't-
though.
annoyingly, we had more than 2 things that we thought for stick.
yeah,
Couldn't you narrow it down?
that's not really kind of.
Yeah. I think torch because they were talking about torch being better for stick than farm. So
Both teams have talked about torch being stick. So if it wasn't, then that would be a really bad move playing stick again.
we'll go torch.
We need
But considering he gave stick when log was one of theirs, I'm not ruling out it being a bad
I
move.
know.
This is where they clicked torch and it was our clue for for stove.
Yeah,
Every win
exactly.
game.
Yeah, because what was stove? It wasn't torch.
Oh yeah, shit. I should have said that. Oh, well, never mind.
Stove's got to be
So-
torch, right? So we can't.
Oh,
we can't
that's a
pick
good
torch.
point. That's a fucking good point. That's a
Why did
damn-
you say
damn good
that?
point.
Sorry.
We also need to think about
Couldn't
what
resist
kind
the,
of
like-
things you can make out of sticks in Minecraft.
Yeah.
Clearly, that's an important part.
So it's got to be blind and gum.
I think it has got to be blind and gum.
I would go with gum over blind. Like, I'm okay with doing both, but I think gum first because blind we only really mentioned right near the end. We didn't really put much on it.
I've punted here. Sorry, guys.
I was desperately hoping that we'd reverse psychology it there.
Nah, I think I messed that up first.
No worries.
Yeah, let's go with it.
Blind for the
blind.
One of you needs to click it.
Oh, what a touch! Yes.
Adam. Oh my god, what are you doing?
Sorry, I know. Sorry.
Like, I didn't get farm with duck. Like, I could have done duck for quack and farm. Like, and you mentioned farm and you said no, you would have done something else. And so I think brilliant. And then I was going to say, as soon as farm goes, I say hearth 3 to get log, torch, and kitchen. But I couldn't say it. I had that 3 the whole game, but I'm like, I'm waiting. And then when he gave the stick clue, I think
you'd have done that. I didn't think it was farm.
Yeah, it can't. I mean, if it was farm and kitchen, I don't say stove, do I?
Yeah,
the problem was we thought torch was there. So
yeah, because stick was such an awful clue. Like, he was thinking to torch and log.
That's not our fault.
Almost worked out in our favour.
Stick being an awful clue wasn't our fault.
Yeah, but okay, fine. I just think.
The thing is that farm could have been walk and farm could have been stick.
Yeah,
we could have been neither.
Both AJ and us forgetting walk was a big problem.
Yeah.
But for what it's worth, as a tactic, what I was doing was saying it's one of these two, and I'm going to really convince them that the one that it isn't is theirs, so that they go for it in case it's wrong, in case we hit the wrong one.
I can't believe we won that.
Nice try.
I've no idea how.
I'm sorry.
Times not being good.
They were good.
I'm sorry, but I think I did pretty well with the clue. Thank you very much.
Stick was a good
twice. You said stick twice.
First time you gave stick, log was there.
Yeah.
Second time you gave stick, both teams had mentioned about torch being stick. Both teams had mentioned it, not just one team. Both teams.
How on earth?
Sorry, how many teams, Gav?
Stick be a log.
Because they're both made of wood from trees.
Yeah, a stick's like a smaller log.
Also, was gum also for walk? Because I was thinking like you get gum stuck on your feet when you go for a walk. That felt like or the sidewalk has gum on it, like as an Americanism.
Adam.
Okay, fine. If I'm that bad, I'll just
take a lot of the blame for that game, but not.
Okay, we've annoyed him.
No, he's
okay.
Oh.
Well, looks like we've annoyed him a lot, apparently.
Steve.
In order to even the teams, I'm happy to duck out as well. Actually, not just because I've messed up, but also. So.
No, don't leave unless you want to.
I'll play one more and then I'll go.
He can't take criticism, I'm afraid, so I hope he's okay.
I did.
So,
I was not trying to criticise. I was trying to say that I thought his clue was quite good.
To say stick the second time.
I disagree that stick was a good clue at all. And
I do that. But it stopped my team winning because they think, oh, torch must be stick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's play.
If anyone has contact with Steve, they can apologise on my behalf.
I'll have a go as Spymo.
Just send him a message, Gav.
And it's.
Is he in the?
Oh, he's in Discord.
It's one of me.
Yeah.
Trading sleeve. So it's.
Right? Yeah. I'm happy to do it. Nathan, this is the point where I then look at the words and go, no, I'm not happy.
Yeah.
I need to mute myself. Good luck.
No worries. Do you want to stay for one more, Adam, so that everyone gets a chance to Spy Master?
I can do, yeah.
After that, yeah.
Well, I mean, Elle can be Spy Master without me RT.
Yeah, I know. It's just, well, okay.
Yeah. I mean, I'm happy to save another one as well, but.
Yeah, it got a bit heated, that.
Yeah.
But, like, it was the stick clue that made us not win, I think. Even though it got us log. Because I was going to say, if I say stove 3, you probably get log, torch, and kitchen still, don't you? You might still go farm.
I've got.
What were you going to say?
Well, I could have said stove or hearth 3. Depends where the farm was going up.
I wouldn't have gone farm.
If I say hearth, you might, but hearth's better once farm's gone. So I was waiting till farm went to give a 3.
Yeah.
So I had that through the whole game, or at least some version of it.
I still wasn't 100% on torch being. I mean, I get it, but like.
What do you want me to say? Oven? I mean, you can have ovens in. If you have stoves in farms, you have ovens in farms. It doesn't really matter.
Torch. It's linking torch and kitchen.
Stove is a lit flame. A stove is a lit flame when oven necessarily isn't.
I mean, you can have an electric stove.
That's true. You can, but generally speaking, a stove would be a lit flame.
You'd call that a hob, wouldn't you? Not a stove. I would call it an electric hob, and I think a stove for me is a lit flame.
Yeah.
I call my lit flame a hob. It's a gas hob.
I also call it a gas hob.
I was going for stove. I was thinking stove and torch. I mean, obviously, I didn't go for it in the end, but that was because I thought that it was stick, not because I didn't think it was the right.
Yeah. So that's.
No, I mean, I wasn't. Again, the main reason I didn't go for torch was the stick thing, but I still was a little bit kind of like I wasn't instinctively drawn to it.
Yeah, well, because when you mentioned farm for beak. And then said no, he just said something else. I thought, brilliant.
Unfortunately, that was just a bit of like logic that we lost between rounds.
I could have gone beak 3 to get farm.
Yeah, that's true.
And I hadn't.
I guess I wasn't thinking about that.
I thought you weren't going to go back to it once you've kind of.
I think one of the things is I often do in this game is I don't carry that logic through enough. Like, I don't remember from previous.
The missile was Trident, not Titan. The missile system we
have.
There
is a missile called Titan.
Yeah, there's a missile.
I thought there was also one called Titan. Okay. I thought there was also something.
I think the one that AJ was on about was Trident. So.
Right.
According to Wikipedia,
that's the British defense
system. Your Titan clue was for missile, Steve. I'd have picked.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Didn't you give a previous week Titan to mean Greek mythology, and we went for the 2 Greek mythology things?
Yes. That was no missile on the board then.
Yeah, but I thought in this case giving Titan again.
A stove is a device in which fuel is burned to heat either the space in which the stove is situated or items placed on the heated stove or inside it in an oven.
Okay, fair enough.
So Wikipedia. It's sort of either an oven or a heater.
But nonetheless, I mean, we would have got to torch if we hadn't had the stick thing happen, I think. And I mean, yeah, whatever, our bad / my bad. My bad for reminding them about the torch thing.
That was the biggest mistake.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, we nearly talked ourselves into torch.
You were about to press it first.
I should have just let you do it.
Yeah.
And I couldn't resist.
Apologies, I can't come up with more than a 2 for the first clue. It's there's too many things leading other places. So.
No speaking.
I can't even come up with a 2.
No speaking.
Burb. Gotta be fly.
Yeah, I mean, what's the other one though?
Skull. Birds have skulls. I mean,
they do have skulls, don't they?
Bird's nest soup.
Reindeers fly and they can be mistaken for birds. Reindeers fly, they can be mistaken for birds, right?
Yeah. I don't think it would be bird for reindeer and fly, though. Reindeer's one that is definitely not.
Get birds in the street.
Get birds in Alaska.
It's got to be fly.
Birds all over London. That's the capital.
Yeah, birds under a bridge. Pigeons.
There's such thing as bird pants.
Bird pants, yeah.
Birds
are pants. Gav hates birds. He thinks they're pants.
Called Bird, isn't there? Brad Bird did all the Incredibles films.
Thunderbird.
Oh, yep, that's it.
Oh, go.
It's thunder.
He might be being a bit sexist and saying bird as in a female. Who's that bird? That's my sister.
Is there another way you could have linked fly with thunder more easily than with bird?
Maybe, but I don't think it's skull. It could be any of those, but I feel like thunder's a better. Nightbird? No.
Nightingale.
Yeah, there are birds with night in their name, but meh.
I think it's got to be Thunder.
I think Thunder.
It's got the link where you just say Thunderbird.
Yeah.
Bam. Oh no.
Really sorry, guys. I couldn't see that at all until you said it. As soon as you said it, my heart sank.
Brilliant.
So really sorry, guys.
Yeah, I think you would have said birds if that was the case. I don't think it would be thunder there. Because you never say it singular, do you? It's always Thunderbirds.
Thunderbird
No,
one.
because it's like Thunderbird 1,
Thunderbird
yeah.
2.
Yeah, that's how
I
you
don't
do
know.
it.
The TV show's called Thunderbirds, and you could say birds with impunity. I don't know why you'd say just
Yeah.
bird.
Yeah, true.
True that.
Well, AJ just got easier. Unless he had a really good clue, including Thunder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hate when that happens. You're like, I've got a really good, like, 5. And admittedly, you just give it a 4. But,
Here we go. Jeans 2. You have spray on jeans. Blues.
Pants.
Pants.
They are pants. Right?
Think of a spray and blues before pants.
Trousers, I think you find.
I was scanning.
I did
Sure.
say an American slang. Or an American language, I guess. English would be the word.
Well, it's going to be pants. Should we just go pants and get the other one? Yeah. So.
I think I like blues more than spray.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't think there's anything else that particularly stands out. If blues is wrong, I have a thing about maybe apple, like apple bottom jeans.
Jeans aren't always blue, guys.
Yeah,
They aren't always blue, but I think they are classically denim blue, right? Like that's classically a jeans cut thing. And like
yeah, I can only see spray. I don't like apple. I don't really like spray, to be honest.
I prefer spray to blues. But I think that's because blues is pluralized.
Yeah, but there we go. I was trying to remember the line. There's a Phil Collins line where someone's trying to steal his blues, and he means his jeans. So there is a link there. Now, whether AJ knows that is another question. But
Yeah, I see the link. I see the.
Phil Connors, the guy from Groundhog Day.
Phil Collins. Almost certain I said Phil Collins.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna. Okay.
I think I prefer blue. I think I prefer blues.
I'm gonna let one of you two pick because.
Yeah. Well, I'm with you, Adam. I want to go blues.
Okay. I'm not clicking it. So.
L.
So I click.
You two go with that then. I would go different, but I think the way I think is different to a lot of you.
So it'll be fun when you're Spy Master then.
I think spray on jeans. Spray on jeans is a very specific bit. If it doesn't jump out of you, you won't link it to jeans at all. So.
Also, like, I don't think I have vaguely heard of them, but then I'm old, I guess. Like.
That's what.
You're younger than me.
Yeah, but I was talking comparatively to L.
Yeah, but I think the way I think about a lot of these things is different for you guys.
Nah, she's aged. She's just got a young voice.
I've never heard of spray on jeans.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
They're like skinny fit. It's just a term that basically it looks like they've been sprayed on your legs because they're that tight.
They're just really tight jeans.
I was imagining it's like that spray on hair stuff they have. I was imagining that, but for jeans.
No, it's just
No.
they're skinnier than skinny fit jeans.
They're just really tight, basically.
Sounds awful.
Yeah.
Sounds like a young thing.
Sounds like a skinny person thing.
Well, that too. Yeah.
I don't think I could. I don't think I could get them on if someone got me a pair.
Well, presumably, if they get them in the right size, you could get them on.
Yeah, because the point is they're just skinny fit.
There's not much give in jeans, though, is there? They're not very elasticated, so you'd have to get them in pretty much the right size.
Well,
I think it's more of a female thing, anyway.
That's why you go to a tailor.
I would like some tailored spray-on jeans.
Yes. Yes, please.
You get a night watchman.
So Watchmen.
Far too good a guess. And that's a gav clue.
Miles, you're going to have to
that.
explain that to Matt because he won't know what you mean.
Well, also,
Night Watchman?
if that's
Yeah.
right, that's a weird clue from Gav. I mean, it's a good clue from Gav, but he's not a sports person either.
Well, Matt's wondering why you're talking about sports now.
Yeah, I am. Yeah, definitely. I'm like,
It's a cricket thing.
what the hell?
You if it's towards the end of the day in a test match.
I mean, also to be fair, it's not just.
I'd stop now, Miles. You won't remember it.
You do get actually
I know.
people who watch. That
Yeah,
night.
Night
I know,
Watchman, someone who
but-
watches the
Yeah, so it's
like
No, the cricket thing.
whatever.
Is good.
it's the right answer for two different reasons.
Yeah, I don't know what this sports nonsense is, but yeah.
And
And the other thing's got to be like
it's got to be to do with the Watchmen comics. Because
yeah,
you
the
know
comic
the
or
guy.
movie. So I'm thinking
Yeah.
maybe director for the movie or
Weren't there Musketeers in that?
no.
So it's one of the Watchmen.
At one
called-
point, Adam, you're going to comment on the thing that's right, and they'll go, "Oh
Yeah.
yeah, there were."
Well, I am trying to steer away from obvious ones like that.
Adam wouldn't do something like that. Not like he did with Torch.
No, he wouldn't, would he?
No.
No, not at all.
Um,
It's not quite the same though. I'm just trying to give false clues.
I know, but I couldn't pass up an
That's-
opportunity.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
like
Ray,
putting a dig at you.
maybe.
Why? Oh, because they have like a pepper spray.
They wear jeans.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they wear spray on
Watchmen
jeans
Watchmen
in
wear
the
jeans,
comic. Although no, actually, I was thinking of the kind of not logo, but the like the Watchmen picture, but it's kind of a blood splat rather than a spray, I think.
It's the most famous icon from it is that little badge with the smiley face, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. And it's
With
got
a
a
little
blood
bit of blood on.
blood thing on it.
Big night then. Get that out of the way and then
Yeah.
move on. So who have you got in the Watchmen? You've got that owl guy. He's called the Owl. You've got the comedian.
Yeah. Hope David's still watching and he wants to help us.
You've got Rorschach.
Yeah.
You've got Mr. Dr. Manhattan.
Yeah. There's a Watchmen TV show as well, but I don't know. Can't remember any of the names of the people in that.
The other one's the woman. Can't remember her name. Should we go
Yeah.
for whatever third is?
I've got the Watchmen comics somewhere around here.
We'll go fetch it.
I don't know where it is. It's probably in a box. It's in a box somewhere.
Not cheating if you already had it, is it? I can understand if you went and bought it.
Yeah.
Or if you
Hang on, there's no
Googled
time limit on this, is there? I'm just going to nip down to the
Just hold on for a couple of days while I wait for Amazon Prime postage to get it
Yeah.
to me.
I'm just going to drive down to Mondo Comico. Pick up a Watchman.
during lockdown.
Yeah, yeah.
Is this an essential journey? Yes, I need to win this game of Codenames.
Yeah, it's like it's winning a game of Codenames. It's more essential than that.
Exactly.
I think it's bird's nest soup.
For the
Or-
bird thing, yeah, I was thinking it could be soup. Both for bird's nest and kind of chicken soup. Maybe.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I don't know why I've got spray. Get spray off there. Watchman.
You
You did explain why you had spray Watchmen, but you've
If
obviously
it was
forgotten.
if it was flying soup, he could have just said chicken, right?
Yeah.
Unless he was worried we would think that chickens don't fly.
That's what I was thinking. I mean, they do fly if you don't clip the wings, but
Or you could have said duck. Ducks definitely fly.
yeah. Anyway, the birds get sucked into jet engines, or bird
do.
skulls look kind of
You
cool.
just said it, just aeroplane if you want to fly and jet.
Oh yeah,
So it's
yeah.
definitely
Well,
not.
just lose
not
Matt.
The
a
bird
jet.
thing
Why
would
just
be
lost you all?
stupid.
There we go. Okay, here we go now.
Wedding bird. Ah, he's not doing a Rick and Morty reference, is he? Bird person's wedding.
Oh, it could be, couldn't it?
That'd be ridiculous.
But I don't think it is.
No.
I think it's. I think.
I mean, he could
I've
have
got
said.
no idea.
He could have
I've
said
got no
bird
idea what it
person.
is.
That's one word. So
It's not one word.
Okay, where's the virtual
isn't it
Santa?
hyphenated like Spider-Man?
Okay, what are we doing?
God knows.
I think you might have been talking about Brad Bird, the director of thingy.
Should we go director then?
Pixar films. Yeah, go on.
Amazing. Do you want to go, sister?
Oh, really?
I don't know. I think we should click another one. I don't know what, but yeah, I think we should click another one.
So we think we've got both of Bird now, right? Or do you think
Roadrunner.
direct?
Roadrunner's a bird.
Oh man, I'm ending it.
Oh, you coward!
I think Steve's coming back. So
Okay. Hopefully,
Oh, he's
AJ.
hey Steve.
Welcome back, mate.
Hey.
He went and had the victory pint. He won, so he went and had a pint, I think.
Yeah.
Too right. I opened a bottle of Midori.
So we had bird as our first clue, which was obviously terrible.
Why didn't you go for apple?
Why should we go for apple?
Don't know. Just
Oh, I was like, oh, did we miss something really obvious?
Why did you go for Alps?
Oh, for God's sake, yeah.
No, I mean apple does make some sense, I guess.
some birds are shaped like apples. Fat ones. Oh, wife is here.
Like a kiwi.
Right. After we've had a guess, I'm going to go and make a coffee, I think.
I
Is that a
love it
comment
as
on
well.
how
Two sugars.
we're playing?
Sorry? Well, no, because I'm waiting till after the clue, but it's a comment on how quickly Matt's guessing. So after what I've guessed, it'll take a while, won't it?
Yeah.
Oh, is Matt Spy Master? Because that was
No.
No.
Gav's
he's-
the
Oh,
spy
right.
master.
Him and Miles are taking about half an hour between each.
Yeah, you see, and that's why I gave my excellent twos. All my twos are really good, weren't they?
No.
Mm-hmm.
Really quick. You like really quick. I know there weren't any threes or fours.
Yeah, I know. It's really easy to just give a 2 clue.
It is. I had a
Boring.
3. I just farm
Sure.
was going to put me off, and you at the end of guessing farm anyway. If you'd have taken farm out, I'd have got it much easier.
Yeah.
So we have one clue remaining for birds, do we?
You do.
Maybe. Unless
Yeah, we
Knight or
think- we think
Director
so.
was a bird one.
Also bird.
We have no idea.
All right, bravado.
Oh,
Here we go.
Bravado.
Hmm.
Is the
Yeah.
thing that jumps at me initially.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Should we just click that? And if it's wrong, we're very annoyed and at least have a quick.
Okay, yeah, go for it.
Okay, cool.
What
And
else
then-
could it be?
Well, that's what I'm
Bravado.
thinking. Like, maybe this because the Roman soldiers, but that's a bit of a stretch.
Are you only thinking Roman soldiers because we got Musketeer as one of them?
Not
I think he
necessarily.
could have. I think he could have said Centurion or something.
Yeah,
To link
true.
Musketeer and Rome,
Yeah, that's true.
or Legionnaire.
That's a famous disease, that is.
Hmm.
It is.
Bravado.
Well, Legionnaire is a disease, but
Oh no, I'm just
yeah. No, I know. I wasn't sure. That's why I was clarifying.
yeah, no, I know that's a disease.
Why skull? Why? I
I'm
mean,
just-
I
I'm-
kind
I'm-
of.
I'm just
a
trying
little
to
bit
think.
with you, but I'm trying to not sure.
I
why.
haven't got a direct link.
No.
Yeah.
So Alaska. So going through them, Alaska, no. Apple, can't see it. Street. I mean, like Bravado of the Streets, kind of gang. So there's a possibility there. Step, I don't think so. Soup, I don't think so.
Step Up.
Skull, we think maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah, I guess
Wed-
maybe.
wedding.
Wedding, no. Alps, no. Sister, unlikely. Bridge,
Not met his
can't see
sister.
that one. Jet, again, no chance. don't think so. Well, what do you think, Jet?
I don't know. Jet was a gladiator.
That is
That
quite
is
a
a
stretch.
Well, I mean, like there's three things for Jet. If I see when I see it, I think it's a gladiator's name. It's also a type of slate or stone, and it's also like a rocket jet.
Yeah.
Could it be
Or
chance?
like a engine. Yeah.
Chance?
Could it be chance?
Chance
like
your arm, chance your arm
bravado,
against the- yeah.
brave, like bravado,
Yeah, I
brave,
actually like Chance.
I think
To
I like
take a
Chance best
chance.
of all of them now. Yeah. I think I like Chance.
Well,
I mean,
Reindeer Road, Capital.
probably better than Street.
I'd go chance over.
Yeah, I'd go
the
Chance
rest, I
over
think.
Street.
Chance over Street, and then if
Yeah.
it isn't,
And then if I was going to say we weren't going to go back and guess it, but all right, I'll be back in a sec.
All right.
I reckon that director was for Bird, and that we have one left for Watchman.
Well, kind of hope not.
How can
why
a
do you think
director be a bird?
I'm glad
there's a
somebody else asked that.
Apparently, there's a director called something Bird.
Brad Bird.
Oh.
Yeah,
Pixar.
that guy.
that's not where I would have got to that from.
No, me neither.
I've never heard of him.
I have a way to get to it, but it's not that, and I'm not going to tell you because I'm not your team.
Oh, tell us, go on.
This is why Gav and I are quite good teammates on this game and tend to separate. I will ask him at the end whether I'm right about my connection.
I am regretting that decision with this current game.
In fact, I've got
I'm
a
not
message.
saying that anything. I'm not saying that anything you've said is like.
Well,
correct
I've not really said anything, have I? That's the whole point. I've been
Yeah.
very coy.
Yeah.
So we got one for bird or watchman. Having a clue. For some reason, I was for bird. I was thinking like Rome, because isn't there like a square that has like loads of birds in it? But that was probably
Yeah,
too
Bird
far.
Square.
Bird Square.
Bird Square,
Yeah.
yeah. Famous Bird Square.
Right.
Have you never been?
I've been to Rome, but I didn't go to Bird Square. Is it nice?
It's beautiful.
Have to check it out next time.
I've received your message, Adam, but I can't really respond to it until the game's over, just in case I give anything away. So I'll tell you.
That's fair. That's fair.
I'll explain all the clues and stuff when the game's over, anyway.
Yeah.
Okay. Al was joking. There's no such thing as Bird Square.
I didn't realize I was piling on that. Good distraction work. I was too busy distracted myself.
Oh, actually, the birds eat millet, and millet comes in sprays.
There's lots of pigeons on streets.
Yes. I'm sure that's something
Yeah.
Gav is influenced with about the
Streets
minutes,
and
right?
roads and bridges have got pigeons.
Oh, you reckon? Because
After a hard day sledging, you want some nice soup. That's what I reckon.
Oh,
Mm.
Alaska is better than Alps.
And some apple pie.
Normally they call it a sleigh. Is there a reason you'd say sledge instead of sleigh?
No, sleighs and sledges are different things.
Yeah. You fool.
That actually helped you probably, so I should have said that. But
Yeah, a sledge is like
Oh wait, it's Argo.
yeah.
It's Argo. I was like, I'm gonna shut up. Sister sledge is a thing.
Oh yes, yes.
I was like, I'm not gonna tell them. Didn't realize it was our
It
turn.
was your go.
Oh Jesus! You could smash a skull in with a sledgehammer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, let's not stop.
Would make a lot of mess at the Red Wedding.
I feel most confident about reindeer and sister.
I'm more confident about sister than reindeer.
Yeah,
I suppose if you wanted to link sister and reindeer,
yeah.
you have to say sledge rather than sleigh, don't you?
I mean, you could have said Blitzen, but you know,
How would that get sister?
because the reindeers are all family, right?
Are they?
Yeah.
Anyway,
Also,
sister sledge.
are they
Camo.
gendered?
Yeah.
They're also all female, aren't they?
Yeah. So they're all
It
sisters.
was not reindeer.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Wow.
reindeer would be a sleigh, not a sledge.
The same thing.
Yeah,
Sledge
but
and
that
sleigh,
wouldn't get
they're singing
sister.
Same
They
thing.
are not the same thing.
Well, it's wrong anyway.
No,
So...
they're not the same thing.
What's the
They
difference
use an
then?
artistic license.
No, not more than that.
Sleigh's just a big type of sledge.
Well, maybe, but you go sledging, right? On like smaller things. They're much smaller than the sleigh, and sleighs are pulled by
That would,
reindeer.
by that context, they are different because a sledge can't be defined as a sleigh, but a sleigh can be defined as a sledge.
Yeah, a bit like rectangles and circles. Not circles.
Rectangles and circles.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. That would mean they are different.
Yeah, but they are potentially.
Yeah, but you
potentially
would say
the same
sledge
category.
in a game of Codenames if you wanted someone to pick reindeer,
Yeah.
and
No,
couldn't
I'm
say
not
sleigh
convinced.
because you wanted them to pick sister
I'm
as well.
back. All right. Sorry, I've just arrived.
Oh,
Welcome back.
Where's my coffee?
that's good. That's a good shout out.
It's on the kitchen table, Steve. Didn't have
Oh,
any
shit.
sugar.
Downing Street,
Yeah. Just go grab it.
Do you think London Bridge?
possibly. I definitely
I
prefer
mean, we've
street
got
as
to
the
go
first.
street.
Oh, Capital.
Yeah.
I prefer
I think I
Capital
like
over
that more
Bridge
than
by long.
Bridge.
Actually, no, it's road.
It's
surely.
also a road, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but then the
Yeah, I was
street,
gonna
and,
say
I
street-
think. The,
Downing
yeah,
Street
go on, Ella.
is a road.
street and road. Could you not
Go
use
on, now.
something? Would you really use
Pathway.
Downing?
Vehicle. Well, not vehicle.
something.
I
I don't think I would use
of ways to link street and
Downing.
road. Downing is specific, right?
Yeah.
Downing is specific as opposed to. So I prefer. I'm back to on Capital there, I think. And Bridge is a backup if we get it wrong.
Well, maybe. You could have said
I remember-
Coronation. I mean, I could have said something else, but like you said, Capital. Yeah, I think Coronation Street or Coronation Road or something. Yeah, I prefer Capital. Do you want to go Capital?
Yeah, I'm happy to.
L.
Yeah, why not?
Need a 5. Good luck, Gav.
Right, so we.
No, because we've
Did
got.
you not? Did you not want to guess a final one to put me out of my misery?
Yeah.
You
So
couldn't.
we've got a sledge. We've
Right.
maybe got a bird.
Sledge is going to be
Oh, we
Alaska,
did.
isn't it?
So,
Alps, I think. Yeah.
Come on, Gav, we
Bird
need an
skull,
amazing clue for 5.
bird soup.
In that case, I'm definitely going to deafen you because I'm going to have to properly stop and think about this.
Okay. Bird. I'm pretty sure it's not jet, because bird would be a dumb clue for flying jet.
Could
say
be bridge
airborne.
because birds fly over and under bridges.
And they nest in them
They
too.
nest in them as well.
Yeah,
Yeah, so bridge is
Yeah.
a possibility. Skull
Yeah.
is a possibility,
because they have skulls.
because they have them, yeah. And bird skulls look cool.
They use them in voodoo and stuff, don't they?
Yeah.
Bird skulls.
Could be spray because they spray their crap out all over the place.
And millet comes in sprays.
Yeah, absolutely. Could be apple. They can eat an apple. It will not kill them.
Yeah.
Is that universal?
Probably not soup, because he could have said chicken.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, but
I think
Chickens
skull
don't
or
fly.
bridge.
there's some weird-
What,
Did you
didn't you
get
see
fly from
chicken
chicken?
run, Steve?
Yeah,
Yeah, I
none
was
of
gonna
them
say, do you get
flew.
fly from chicken?
Yeah.
None of them actually flew, did they? They went through the air.
Well, that's
see
what
your
flying
point.
is.
So parachute jumpers fly, do they?
Yep.
Falling with style.
You broke up then. What? Yeah.
Yeah, they couldn't hear you.
I was saying falling with style. Oh. Other Steve is trying to talk, but not coming through, I think. Unless it's me
You're breaking up, Adam.
breaking up.
Yeah.
Yes. Saying who it is breaking up is helpful. Thank you, Steve.
That's okay.
Hopefully that's better. Oh, that does seem to be a bit dodgy. Have high ping for some reason.
Here we go. Rainbow Infinite. There you go.
All right, here we go. So Rainbow Bridge. I want to click. Yeah, Alps. Rainbow Road.
Rainbow
yeah,
Road. Spray. You get rainbows when they spray in the air.
Yeah. Gay wedding.
Mm.
What do we need? 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I like Road the best for this.
Yeah,
I like
Kart.
Bridge the best, but Roads are definite.
Bridge.
Rainbow Bridge.
Okay.
I think
Why Alps? Why
For the sledge.
Why Alps?
Sledge.
Oh right. I'll go for it.
I think Alaska goes just as good for Sledge.
I think Sledge you have to slide downhill, and the Alps are definitely mountains. Alaska has mountains, but it's...
You can have a sledge pulled by Huskies.
Oh, yeah. Sure you can. But I think... Like... What did he link?
Okay.
Sister.
How many do we need? 3.
So it was Sister and something. I don't know. I think Alps fits better than Alaska.
Apple's logo used to have rainbow colours in it. Before they changed it to...
Oh, shit, yeah.
It did.
Yeah, get rid of wedding.
No, don't get rid of wedding.
Get rid of wedding. Get rid of wedding.
What are you talking about? Get rid of wedding.
Rainbow wedding.
Gay wedding.
What's gay got to do with it?
Yeah.
Rainbow.
Homophobe.
Yeah, I understand that
homophobe.
rainbow's linked to gay, but what's...
Because gay people got the right to get married recently. Anyway.
I'd like spray for rainbow.
If Matt thinks it is, he can leave his name on there.
Yeah,
I'm leaving a name on there, you scumbags.
Yeah, okay.
I'd like to convince you two that we should pick spray next.
Also, Rainbow Infinite doesn't necessarily mean that all of these things fit rainbow.
Yeah, I know.
Because we got the...
Oh yeah, because
a remaining
you might
bird
still be
and a
looking for
remaining
bird
sledge.
or Watchman.
But bird could have been Bridge.
Yeah.
Or Sister.
Sister Bridge.
Sister was definitely Sledge. He wouldn't have double clued it, would he?
No, only I would do that.
I don't know. I don't think he would, but maybe he was thinking, forget about it. They're not going to get that link, so give him a different clue for it.
I think spray because you can't have a rainbow without having moisture in the air.
Yeah.
Okay, Nathan, click it.
I'll click it.
Oh, Nathan.
I'll accept the blame.
It's entirely your fault.
I will just say I did see spray, but it was kind of I had to take a risk.
Yeah.
Struggling with 5.
Also, spray was a potential one for bird.
That's the only state on there, right?
Yeah. It's in the right state.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, look, it was wedding.
Told you, wedding.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, Matt, when you said gay wedding, I hadn't actually thought of a way of linking wedding. When you said gay wedding, I was like, yes, great,
Yeah.
do it.
Weirdly, I knew.
And road on opposite sides of the guessing is horrible.
Yeah.
You did well. You did really well.
Some of the
Quite
words.
early, I was
Yeah.
going to say Monopoly. I was going to say Monopoly 3 for chance, like a chance card.
Mm.
Yeah.
Capital, because Monopoly is, London, it's the capital. But then I
Yeah.
saw road and was like, well, I can't say that now, can I?
Yeah.
You did really well to get.
I couldn't do bridge and road with street still being there. I couldn't fly very well with jet being the assassin.
Oh, what was the other one for bird?
Because of Alaska, it was skull.
It was
Birds have
skull.
skulls.
We kept saying. I kept saying
About
birds have
5
cool
times, and they
skulls.
ignored it on the last round.
So I
There's
actually
a
thought
famous book called Bird Soup for the Soul, isn't there?
chicken.
That's
It might
chicken.
well be,
Chicken
but
soup.
I-
So.
Yeah, that's there is bird nest soup as well. So
Chicken soup.
soup was a valid thing, but
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
was
yeah.
a thing.
Can I?
No,
Can I
but
just say well done?
in answer to your question, Adam, saying
Yeah,
about
no, I realised. Yeah.
Hitchcock and the birds, director wasn't a bird one at all.
No, yeah.
So,
But that would have been a way to link
Yeah.
those two.
but I did know that I knew exactly what you meant when you said I'm going to message you. I knew exactly what the message was going to say.
What were the two for Watchmen?
It was director and night watchman,
Ah, okay.
not
Yeah.
the cricket reference. I have no idea. I don't care about cricket. It's because night watchmen are a thing. Just it's like
Yeah, that's
you have
just-
security guards at night, but also
Exactly.
isn't there a thing in Terry Pratchett? Isn't that night
Yeah,
watchman?
Yeah.
No,
The
yeah.
watch.
When I
They are
said
technically Night
night,
Watchmen.
I wasn't thinking of the cricket reference
Yeah.
either.
And then
but I knew what it
Watchmen-
was when Steve
Adam
mentioned it.
was.
So
Well, yeah.
Adam
I mean,
went, "Oh, that's a good one." But would Gav know that? I'm like, "Yeah, you've got the wrong one there, Adam." But Matt also went,
I'm just gonna
"That
go
one,
pee."
Of course, I know that. I'm like, "No, you've got the wrong one there too, Matt."
yeah.
I've got to
But
say,
yeah,
getting,
I think I did
chance
okay
from
with that, to be
Bravado
honest.
was-
To go like
Getting
Yeah.
chance from Bravado was. I'm proud. Like, I was really. That was a shit clue. Like, honestly,
I was really
like,
hoping.
in my head, I had Musketeer and Chance, and I was like, they feel linked, like swashbuckling, like taking a chance. But what's the word that links those two things? I was really.
I was
struggling.
really hoping that they
I
would
mean,
go with that on
swashbuckling
the
might-
street.
Swashbuckling would be good as well.
When Adam said street for Bravado, I was like, yes, do that. That gets it out of the way. I can then link road and bridge finally. that rainbow, I realised right at the end, Rainbow Bridge and like Rainbow Road was like, yes, I can do that. And it also gets like, I mean, Alps, you often get to see rainbows with the light going through the sort of the snow and that. And then the gay wedding thing for rainbows.
Sledging, although obviously, sledge rather. Although Sister Sledge is obviously there. Is it not risky with Alaska and Alps there? Like they're gonna go like.
I did, but I was hoping that they would go with Matt's logic of Alps are mountains that you sledge down a sloped surface. Like, I mean, how else am I going to link Alps without linking Alaska? It was so difficult to link either of those. So I thought if you do sledge, it'll get them sister as well.
Yeah.
And I did sort of see reindeer, but I was thinking, well, reindeer is a sleigh, not a sledge.
Yeah.
And I was hoping that you would.
If they'd gone for Alps to get it off the board, I would have said sledge 1 for my last clue, just to take the piss.
Yeah. Well, this is the thing. I knew that once I'd got rid of Alps, it made Alaska really easy for you as well. So it was.
Yeah, I was struggling with Alaska because I wasn't sure. I was worried people might go in a different direction. Like at one point, we had sister and bridge, and state bridge and sister state were both phrases that I was like, I can't say state for Alaska.
Yeah.
And
Just
then
say
Apple was
Juno
on
or
there, and I
something.
was worried like the Big Apple people might get. I don't know. But,
Yeah.
you know,
I did
it worked
initially
out.
think I was going to go honeymoon for wedding and fly and possibly one of the others, but I couldn't do that without jet.
I wondered whether
So-
you could go for
You up?
bridesmaid for like wedding and sister, but I don't know if there was anything else that would have interfered.
That probably would have been a better way of doing it, but it was such a struggle with. with all of
Downhill
those.
after the first clue because you'd got one of ours, I think.
Because you sledged, right?
It's difficult.
Yeah, Thunderbird was unfortunate.
Yes, I mean that
But
was.
it was singular. I think he would have gone birds if it was Thunderbirds.
Oh yeah, totally. If I'd been trying to link birds like thunder
Yeah.
and
I didn't know what the other one was.
definitely been birds. Yeah, no, I honestly didn't even think of Thunderbirds until you said it. But yeah, that I did go. Singular for a reason.
So it's Nathan.
Yeah,
Mr.
Nathan's
Codenames
given
will be
splash.
brewing.
I think pool for definite.
Yes, yeah, I think it has to be that.
I'm clicking it. Hey.
And would you have like a splash of chocolate in a drink or something?
I mean,
Or, like,
potentially, but
ice cream or something like that. But
I think mess
mess, I think, is probably the next.
my second choice.
Most splashes do result in a mess, so I think, yeah.
If you paint splashes everywhere, it makes a mess. And that
Yeah,
kind of
or
stuff.
if you like splash a drink somewhere, yeah.
Yeah. And then I've got spell for like you might have splash damage from a fireball spell or
Okay, I mean, I can see your logic with that, but I think it's a bit of a leap.
Yeah. Dollar, because you can splash out.
Any thoughts, Steve?
What's that?
Just wondering if Steve's got any thoughts. He's not. Although
party. So little I know about parties. I'm like, yeah.
Well, I don't know. Maybe.
Does Nathan play Magic the Gathering?
I don't know. I've only ever played this with Nathan, so.
I don't think spell. Unless he.
That's not necessarily Magic. It could also be from.
Yeah, I was thinking like D&D or whatever.
Okay. I think we should definitely go for mess, because splashes generally do result in a mess.
Go on then, Gav.
Okay.
There you go.
So, ice cream could splash when it's melted a bit and drop it.
Yeah.
If he was a Magic player and colour was there, it would be a great clue.
Yeah.
So chocolate could also be splashed because of like hot chocolate or chocolate milkshake like that. So there is that as well. But
I'm just trying to think if there's other meanings. Like.
I mean, I guess dollar would be, what would that be, like splash the cash?
Yeah, like splashing out, splash out.
Yeah.
Splash the cash, that kind of thing.
I put that in and then loaded up, so I haven't heard the discussion. So bear that in mind.
It's sort of thing.
I'm away from my laptop for a second. Hang
on. Do you splash the chips if you drop them in roulette?
Not generally, because
it's usually in poker when you splash them by throwing them in, because roulette is where they land.
Splash the part, yeah.
Yeah, roulette, you have to put it in a very specific place, don't you? So if you sort of splashed it, you could end up betting on 5 things.
Hey, maybe that's a good strategy for roulette.
Well, yeah.
There isn't a strategy for roulette. It's you lose over the long term.
Is there like a... I'm sure there's like a kind of design term that's like a splash.
Yes. I mean, I was going to say, are you sure you're not thinking of Flash? But yeah, because it is like a splash page, or like I can't remember what the term means exactly, but
I don't know exactly what it refers to, but I'm sure there's something in comics and magazines or whatever that's a splash.
Yeah, because isn't it like in a magazine it'd have like an advert kind of splashed, like almost like the magazine equivalent of a pop-up ad or something.
Yeah,
like
kind of. That's what I'm thinking. It's something like that.
So it's possible, but I don't know. I'm not overly confident on any of them really.
No.
I sort of thought bubble, but bubble and pool could be linked better, I think.
To pool and mess.
Well, I'm not necessarily with mess, but I think pool and bubble.
Yeah, definitely with pool.
I mean, you could, if I was linking pool, bubble, and mess, I might say bath, because you get bubble bath.
Yeah.
Pool is kind of like a bath, and you have a bath when you're messy, I guess.
Yeah.
So I think probably take bubble off.
You splash on, like.
I did think that, but again, I think like maybe spray would be better than splash. I think for that. I mean, right. I think we either go dollar or end guessing. I think at this point.
Should we go dollar?
I mean, I'm not going to click it, but.
Oh well.
Oh, we shouldn't have gone dollar.
No, we should have gone end guessing.
That's a very loose guess.
I thought that was. I think splashing the cash on dollars made sense. But unlucky.
I mean, there were a lot of possibilities, none of which were particularly strong.
Yeah.
I guess there. So I think splash dollar makes as much sense as everything else you could have clicked.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. I wasn't confident enough to click it, but it, like you say, it made as much sense as everything else.
I mean, obviously, worst case outcome happened, but
Second
Well,
worst
not quite
case.
worst case. Yeah, second worst case. Yeah,
Not quite worst case, yeah.
We've been playing.
Yeah,
We've been playing for 3 weeks now, and no one's hit the assassins. That's pretty good.
yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
We were close in one of Adam's games. That's why he had to give us a 0 at one point.
Yeah.
We were quite close on getting Jet on that last game as well.
Yeah.
It's
I
true.
did mention it a couple of times, but
In
I
that
wanted to
first
click it
game,
to be
the
badass.
And yet
the
you never
assassin
gave
was
a 0.
golf, and I wanted to give wheel for polo and something else, but I was thinking wheel or some other clue that would link polo and whatever else I wanted to link.
So you gave mint for mint and tea, for polo and tea.
Yeah.
Oh no, you gave mint 1, didn't you?
Shut up.
Okay.
yeah.
Matt once gave, and I saw it. He was playing Codenames with Kareem, and he gave Kareem a 1 clue, and he said paradise, and in front of Kareem he's looking at heaven and gangster.
Remember
Oh,
to go
no.
for.
Really?
I can't even remember what the right answer was, but like Kareem's just going, what? How? What?
It's like, is he religious or is he musical? It's like...
I mean, yeah, I guess one of those words means the same thing. One of them means something when you put them together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I can
Yeah,
see
but
that.
you
that
could have
is-
said afterlife or God or
Yeah, but I could
angelic.
see someone missing Gangster's Paradise, but I couldn't see someone
Yeah.
missing Heaven and Paradise.
However, knowing Kareem is your partner, he's gonna
Yeah.
see Gangster's Paradise.
It was Gangster's Paradise, I'm sure it was.
But
The
equally,
obvious
like,
clue.
you then just give Coolio instead of Paradise.
I
right?
don't know who
or
sang
Mafia
it.
or Mob, or something.
Yeah,
else.
there were much better
You
clues
think-
for gangster.
But there were much better clues for both. That was
Oh, yeah.
literally-
Yeah.
They were side by
Exactly.
side as well.
You either give a better clue for Heaven, or you give a better clue for Gang.
Nah.
I did once play a game that we had the they've got the board games bonus cards. I had all 10 of those in just because I'd just got them, so
Yeah.
I thought I'll put them all in. And we had all 10 in, and like the guy I was playing, we were playing Codenames Duet, and the guy I was playing gave me the clue. I think he gave the clue board game. When we had 10 board game themed words in there.
Board game 10.
Board
And
game's 2
I
words.
don't think.
Yeah.
Well, it might have been game. It was something along the lines of.
Talking of
Well,
which,
like, and yeah,
just like
but
a
he
clue.
was
Or
he
maybe a
wanted me
party,
to go
I
with
guess.
Scott
Maybe
because
that.
we met in a board
But-
game shop. So yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't think Elle doesn't play board games to the extent that she know party games is a genre of it.
Okay.
But hang on, that's not. I mean, you play party games that aren't board games.
Yeah, possibly.
Yeah, that takes me off spell as well then, because that was more of a magic.
If
Yeah,
Elle
she
doesn't
doesn't
play
play
board
Magic.
games, then I don't think spell. Yeah, or indeed. Yeah.
It could. I mean, it could be party and strategy. It could be.
Are we happy with strategy? We've all clicked it, but
Yeah,
now
I
I'm
think so.
starting
We'll
to
go for it. Go for
slightly
it.
doubt it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
and then
good.
it could
I
be
was-
either of them. It could be
Good nerves
because
for that.
it could be genres of games. I think it probably. Really, I
I-
think
I
I'm
wasn't-
probably going more
I wasn't
party.
even necessarily thinking of. I wasn't even necessarily thinking of genres of games at party. I was just thinking, at parties you maybe play a game, not even a board game, like just you play
Yeah.
games, pin the down a donkey, all sorts of things.
Yeah, party games, not even a board game. Yeah, what you're saying. Not even the genre of board game that is party games. Just literally like.
No, just
pin the
at a
down on the
party,
donkey,
games are played.
Dance.
Yeah.
I'm happy with
chairs.
party if someone wants to go for it.
Yeah.
Given I was quite an advocate for it.
Yeah.
There we go.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you do it, Matt. That's a quick go.
Oh, I see. I see.
With discussion amongst the team.
I mean, they only would have been quicker if they'd just gone straight for R1. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
We're just giving entertainment for the guys watching the stream. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Do the guys watching the stream appreciate that? They're actually
You're
not watching
cutting,
the
you're
stream,
cutting out a bit, Adam, again.
I'll go and do so. Sure, beard, Mike.
Oh, he's gone.
He'll be logging back in, I think, in a sec.
There he is.
He's back.
Splash.
Wait, Matt isn't a. That's Spy Master. No, phew.
I'm not a what?
Just loading the stream. That's Spy Master right now. I'm
No,
just
he's
loading
not.
your stream.
Oh yeah, I'm
to
not a
make
spy
sure I
master.
wasn't about to see all the answers.
Yeah, you can see why I wasn't able to answer your question about birds thing when when I was there, because I couldn't tell you that it wasn't meant for director, because you would then know there was another bird out there somewhere.
So, for everyone else who didn't get the message from me, my thought was that Bird, or most it should have been Birds with this to work, could have linked Fly and Director because of the Alfred Hitchcock.
Hitchcock, yeah.
Movie called.
Yeah, sorry, I completely didn't even think about the fact no one else saw the message.
You could have said Crow though, couldn't you? Or
Raisin or Crow for Skull. Like,
yeah,
well,
I mean, I thought it was quite.
Skull, yeah.
I did think of quite a few words that would have linked Director and Fly and Skull.
Yeah, or Superman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or Airplane.
With
There was jet on there.
Definitely couldn't have Airplane.
Not Airplane.
Yeah, I was
Okay, well, you get the idea that there'll be a lot of things that fly that are movies, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that wouldn't have got Skull. Airplane wouldn't have got Skull either.
Well, I'm thinking about trying to get Fly and Director, which is what Adam was talking about.
Oh yeah.
Could do Indiana.
Get
Skull and Director.
Yeah,
we
but
might get Alaska though.
We try not to think about that one, Steve.
Well, he probably gets Alaska as well. That's the issue. Is it a state?
You might just think state.
And you can't say crystal because you might go jet because it's a type of substance or.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's tough.
Yeah.
AJ did well to get street when road and bridge were there.
Yeah,
and not only did he get street, he got another word as well. That was really
Did someone
good.
say something about saying coronation as a clue? Because that was what I was thinking that at one point. I wasn't sure if you didn't.
Possibly, but that to get a street that's not in London, you might say coronation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wish you'd got street earlier. That would have made my life a bit easier.
Oh, there you go, animal.
It was kind of like it was good because it meant it was longer before you could do road, but it was also like I just couldn't think of anything to get rid of it.
It's got to be bee and rabbit, right?
Bee and rabbit make the most sense, I think.
And then we've got a splash left.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I was kind of thinking ski a little bit for splash as
maybe
well.
boss, because boss is an actual aftershave that you splash on rather than axe.
I still just think that's a bit of a leap.
It is, but
it might be a good one.
Everything that I can think of is a leap for splash. So,
well, I'm leaning more towards chocolate or ice cream for splash as things that you can splash. Is kind of where I'm leaning for that. But yeah, I think rabbit would be the most obvious for animals. Certainly rabbit first, I would go.
Is there
what?
Oh dear.
What?
Sorry, guys.
Yeah. I was even thinking that bee.
Nathan suddenly forget what team it was on.
Yeah. Wow.
Are we doing Codenames with a saboteur option? Did I miss that bit?
Yeah, and after 4 clues, you get to vote on who you think's trying to betray you.
Yeah.
I feel partially responsible for that one.
Partially.
I think that would be quite
They
No,
fair.
guessed it.
yeah.
They guessed it, didn't they?
Can I just point out that you shat all over my clues? Right?
Well, yeah, I mean,
Not a clue.
This was worse than anything.
Animal 2 was definitely the worst clue that has been given tonight.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I completely agree.
it was with rabbit being opposite teams.
Yeah, no, completely agree.
But the worst thing tonight is what Adam did to me at the end of our game.
Go on.
Worse than that.
Agreed.
Worse
Agreed.
than that?
They were about to press touch, and you said something that made
to be
them go,
honest,
hang on.
I personally would have definitely thought again before clicking it. I wasn't quite at the point where I was going to click it. But
We were
Adam,
suggesting it,
I agree that Adam
But
did
you
definitely
were
help.
the three of
away from
you
it.
combined were
Yeah.
leaning
You're
towards it.
Yeah,
Even if you
I
were,
haven't even said touch first.
even if you
Yeah,
weren't
I
going to cut
agree.
your gaff, what else you may have done.
Yeah, no, I agree. As a team, we were likely to do it, but I was going to sort of question it before agreeing to let the team click on it. So yeah, but you definitely helped that.
Yeah.
But talking about sort of traitor elements being added into game stuff, we played on last Friday. We played just one with a traitor element, which so
How'd that work?
there's a game called Insider where you get one. So two people know the word. Like one is the master.
That's where words basically.
Yeah, basically werewolves. So we played it. We've someone
yeah.
I know has got a script that basically tells you, like, randomizes who the insider and stuff is. So we used that email script to randomly assign a traitor to just one. And the idea was that whoever was assigned the master would be the guesser, and whoever's the insider would be the traitor. And they have to write a clue, but they have to try and stop the guesser from guessing the word, but not be revealed, not reveal themselves to be the traitor. So we're going to try it again tomorrow night, actually. But we're going to try it
be kind of like
multiple traitors. But the idea is you're going to try and you're either going to try and put an obvious word to rule out an obvious word that clash with someone else, or put a really out there word that's not going to be helpful. So
the out there word presumably makes it more likely that you'll get uncovered as the insider, right?
Yeah. So you
If you put,
you
say
win. You win if they get it wrong
say
and you're
animal.
not caught. I imagine that's
Yes,
the only way to
basically,
win.
Yeah, basically, yeah. So I had when I was the insider, the traitor, the word was board, and I went with games, hoping it would rule someone else out. And then when it came to them trying to guess the insider, they all went, "That was way too obvious for Gav. He's not that. He does all sorts of weird, like, double bluffs and stuff. He wouldn't do something that obvious." So I ended up not being caught because of that. But we're going to try it tomorrow. We're going to actually try multiple insiders, multiple traitors.
Cool.
I
think
like
Skyscraper's a good shout.
Yeah, and I don't think you go for antonyms in this game, so I don't think mini. I wouldn't go for mini.
No, well, I wasn't sure. So if there were any kind of, if there weren't more obvious ones, then I think probably mass is obvious.
Yeah,
Maybe
I feel
temple.
I feel like
if, you know,
Temple and Aztec might both not be it, because if you were linking either of them with Skyscraper.
Well, I think if it's temple,
one I'm most
you'd name building.
Yeah.
So I think
You'd say
if it
building,
is
or you'd
skyscraper, it's
say
not temple.
Tower, or yeah.
Yeah, so skyscraper first. He's the largest thing on there, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm happy with Skyscraper.
And then
And then
I think I
mass.
prefer mass,
Yeah, same.
unless there's anything else standing out.
mass large.
I definitely want to go for mass.
The
before
Sphinx
I
is
go
pretty
for
large.
Temple.
Don't go for Sphinx. Can't be Sphinx.
Why would that be, Steve?
Oh yeah, indeed. Yeah.
I mean,
I
it
want
could
to go
be.
for mass.
Yes.
Mass.
I wasn't thinking for a second.
Mass.
You are correct.
You happy, Adam?
Yeah, let's go mass.
Yeah.
Okay.
Need a
I
7
think,
miles.
I think the two animals are bee and Sphinx, although Sphinx is not an animal.
no. I think it's
it has
Aztec
to
and
be.
temple for
Bees and
animal.
insect.
It's an animal as well, isn't it?
Insect is a type of animal.
Insect are animals.
Yeah, fish are animals.
Mythical creature. That's an
Yeah.
animal.
I think they are
Not
animals.
be
Sphinx
a
is.
sphinx.
Well, Sphinx is kind of body of a lion, so it is.
Yeah, but
The head of a
they're an
woman.
animal. I mean,
it
we're
is
animals.
mostly an animal. Well,
It's
yeah.
also it's also a building. Okay, so it's less of an animal than a rabbit. Let's be honest.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah, rabbit's the best
100%.
animal on there, I think.
I think. So you're saying you think a rabbit is a better animal than a sphinx, if it was real?
I'm saying that rabbit is
Cool.
like,
I think for the clue animal, rabbit's the one any team would guess
Yeah,
first.
a rabbit
yeah.
is wholly an animal.
Like, if sphinxes were real, which would you rather have for a pet, a rabbit or a sphinx?
That's what
Probably a
I'm saying.
rabbit.
Yeah,
Sphinx
definitely a
would be
sphinx.
lot
yeah, rabbit would be more manageable, I would say.
As a clue in Codename, rabbit is a better answer to animal than Sphinx.
Yeah.
That's what we were saying.
That's not what we're talking about, though.
Yeah, in all
Yeah,
aspects, rabbit
I
fits
would rather
animal
know
better
a
than sphinx
sphinx
does.
than a rabbit, but I don't think I'd rather own one.
No, you know,
you
You
imagine
need a
the
bloody big
cleaner?
garden for it.
I'm going to lose my mind when we click B and Sphinx and then not the answers.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, the first thing I'm going to do is click B and Sphinx, just so that you know.
I would go B then Sphinx.
Egyptian 0.
Yeah. What the hell? So for animal, he meant Aztec temple because Aztec temples have got carvings of animals all around it.
No, you see what it is? I reckon he means roulette because there's that picture of dogs playing poker. Poker is sort of similar to roulette
Oh, yeah.
because it's a gambling game. So it's obviously he meant roulette with animals, clearly.
Or mini and arm because animals have little arms.
Yeah.
It might be ice cream and chocolate because neither of them are vegan. So, animals are a big part of their production.
Hey, I've got both chocolate and ice cream here.
Yeah, I mean, I
Yeah, but
realise
they're not really
not
chocolate ice
necessarily
cream.
the case.
Yeah.
How do you think?
Could be
How do you think Matt
wheelchair.
maintains his figure?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't call them ice cream and chocolate. You have to call them plant paste and.
Oh, it was
brown
Sphinx.
Oh. What else are we missing?
Lucky guess.
We've
got
potentially
another one
still
for
got a splash.
I like your boss one. I do like your boss
for
one.
splash, yeah.
Yes.
I'm less sure about that one.
I mean,
Okay,
spell
well,
for
Goblin
witch.
spell first.
I'm getting spell out of the way for witch
Oh,
Well,
That's
because
your
because he
last
only
one.
gave us
You don't get it
two.
yet.
So
we guessed 2 for animal, we
You didn't get it wrong.
only had 1 for that. So
well, we've lost now.
No, you haven't. Ella needs to connect 2.
yeah.
We lost one I had to connect
Bring
2,
us
didn't
home.
we?
Yeah. Steve gave a terrible clue
Oh,
for
right.
2 and lost the game.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that's what happened. That's definitely what happened.
Yeah.
How I remember it.
That was the reason we lost that game, wasn't it, Adam?
Yeah.
well, Steve gave a terrible clue, which meant that we got another turn. Adam then helped us in our turn.
Yeah, my clue was not terrible.
They'd already discounted farm, and then they went back and guessed it.
Yeah. So
But beat
clearly
this
they
clue,
hadn't discounted it.
I could have said beak 3 to get quack, face, and farm.
And stick is a bloody small log, I'll tell you that now.
Yeah.
But there you go.
I mean, anatomically, biologically, you would
Stick of gum and a blind stick. Or
Yeah.
blind cane.
Yeah, that
Okay,
makes
but-
sense to
but-
me.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you said 3, and farm was still there, so you've got to get a
Yeah.
third one as well. And I think log's more likely than farm.
Yeah.
Farm was my clue for walk, because you walk it on
You said
the farm.
stick. You
walk
said
on the
stick
floor.
3, Steve.
No, originally.
Yeah, but you said
yeah.
stick 3.
Yeah, he
so
said
if-
walk away.
Yeah,
So what was your third word for stick then? Was it?
it had to be farm because they were the last two
Because you
left.
gave stick 3. Yeah, fair enough.
Don't
Yeah, 'cause then we
obsess
guessed
on
one,
it.
we
Don't
guessed
obsess
two.
on it.
Yeah,
You won
I
that
know,
game.
it wasn't Torch.
No, I just can't remember. Frozen. Oh, there you go.
What?
Oh, come on. It's got to be ice cream, surely.
I was trying to see if there were any like. Disney
Yeah, I mean, I
references
get
there,
the.
but-
Gotta be ice
Just
cream.
let it go already.
Right, wait. So,
Yeah.
I have
And
an
then
idea
we-
from there. Do we
Random
want to have a
guess.
guess or not?
Random guess.
I think we
Well,
say
there's-
pass and
there's-
let them get 4.
I mean,
The assassin.
Oh, okay.
I still think. Well, yeah, no, you're right. I was going to say ski is probably safe, but if it's
No.
not safe, then
Ski
it's
is
better to.
probably one we shouldn't guess. Ski is definitely
because
not ours.
otherwise she would have said something to do with ski and.
Yeah, I think so. So
Ice
ski
cream.
is definitely not
Yeah,
ours.
yeah,
and I
that's
think
a
there's
good
another
shout.
one that
That's
I'm
a good
sure is
shout.
theirs that is not ours.
Yeah, let's end
From a
guessing.
different
I'm
clue.
happy
So
with
end
that.
guessing, yeah. So there was at least
Right,
3
come on,
there. I
Nathan,
don't
let's
think we
take 'em
guessed, but
down.
I don't want to say what they are because I think it's theirs.
So we, in theory, we've got 1 left for splash and 1 left for witch. We think maybe bubble
Yes.
for witch. We think maybe.
Bubble and boss.
Bubble and Boss are,
Yeah.
yeah, maybe.
I'm not convinced with boss, but
Me neither, but
You needed
I'm
it.
kind of thinking because Steve didn't want to go to say the other one he thought for Frozen. He might be thinking.
Frozen was 1.
yeah, Frozen was
Yeah?
a 1.
Frozen
I
was
know,
a 1.
yeah, what I'm saying is, you said there was something else that you thought you could click, But you think it's ours?
Ski or
I
chocolate?
I was logicking incorrectly. I was saying, oh, Ski must be safe because she wouldn't have risked saying Frozen if Ski wasn't safe. But then she only gave us one, so
Yeah.
if Ski
So
wasn't,
what I was
why
saying
not
is, I
us?
think I know some of your other words. So my guess, if I'm going to guess, I'm not going to guess the ones I think are yours. So I've got
Yeah,
a
so
better
he's thinking he can rule out a
but there's just too
decent
many.
number of them.
There's just too many.
Party
Right.
3. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Bubble.
Yeah.
Kim's gone. Could have been a nice one for us.
Jesus.
Boss, do you want to go for it, Matt?
No, don't click boss yet.
I mean, I kind of drawn towards roulette. You might have
yeah,
a
you
casino,
can have a roulette thing at
or if you
and
really
if
don't
you were
like
if you were splashing the cash, you might be splashing the cash at roulette.
yeah.
So I do kind of like roulette again. Chocolate, you might have chocolate at a party.
Yeah. And I still think chocolate might be the splash one
That's potentially.
because of hot chocolate.
So then there'd be one more.
Yeah, we've got 3 words left. So there's those 2, and possibly one more for splash.
If you have a party of people, there might be a boss. Or you might have a party of
Office
adventurers
party,
who have
maybe.
to go and fight a boss.
You could have an office party, which would have
Yeah.
boss would be there potentially.
Or in
I
D&D
think
terms.
that we
might
should
find
probably click roulette, then chocolate, then boss.
Go on
Because
then.
Nathan hasn't led us away from boss. I think that's the order I would
Yeah,
click.
none of the
If I'm gonna
others
go with those 3, I would click
are
it roulette.
jumping
then
out
chocolate.
as being.
Okay, I'm going to click roulette, okay?
Yeah. Okay.
I'm going
Chocolate?
to click chocolate. Oh, someone else got there first. But yeah, okay. And then I'll
Okay.
let Matt click boss because he's the one that suggested it.
I'm just having another look
He has been advocating for.
just to be sure.
I mean, I can't really think of anything else, to be fair. So,
Yeah.
and we haven't been led away from it. We've been saying it for a few rounds and haven't been led away from it. So, oh, we got led away from it.
Miles, splash was bubble, wasn't it?
Yes.
It was clearly bubble. Like I
It
don't
was
know what you were
obviously
doing.
bubble. I don't know what
Obviously
happened.
bubble.
I did say bubble for splash.
Miles, what are you
Yeah,
doing
once,
zero
I
in there?
once I was visualizing a
What are
bubble
you
in a
doing?
cauldron.
I couldn't lead you away from boss. The only way to do that would be to use a zero
Why
clue,
not?
and then we lose anyway. So I had to
Yeah.
try.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they don't get roulette.
Supposed
Yeah.
to link Aztec and ice cream.
No, but well.
Cocoa. Oh,
Chocolate.
chocolate was still there.
Chocolate
was there.
Yeah.
That was never happening.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
could say like, you could
Yeah,
say,
chocolate
yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
you
hang
were
on.
gonna.
You say you
Oh,
can't leave
someone's going.
not zero or whatever at the end, but you definitely done it earlier. They were talking about boss for ages, and you never led away. Oh, for God's sake.
It was always a better move for me to give them a clue that they would guess multiple things than
Yeah.
it would draw them away
Yeah, I
from
think
us.
Miles is right there.
We were
Yeah.
well behind because of my shit animal clue, and so I had to, I just had to try and bring it back.
I agree. The
So
strategy
splash
was
was
sound.
coolness and dollar.
It's-
Animal
yeah.
was being.
I did think about
Sphinx.
warning you off from boss, but I hope that the last one was comic. I was trying to use the word comic as to be comedian, rather than
yeah.
like a comic book.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
it just didn't happen.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess
So-
I probably linked comic to party, but
Was
Because
witch,
you're-
bubble, and spell?
Which was bubble and spell. Yeah, I
Yeah.
reclued bubble after you
Yeah.
dismissed it from splash.
Yeah, it was clear. It was bubble was clear. That's why I didn't want to say. Basically, I knew bubble was there, so I didn't want to.
Yeah.
I didn't want to guess it, but I also didn't want to say that I wasn't going to guess it because it
Yeah.
tells them what I think.
yeah.
Oh, we
Yeah,
were
I-
talking about
Is
Splash
that-
being in a comic.
Oh, really?
So Ella is
Oh, yeah,
undefeated
Splash
because
Page's in the
Ella
comic,
has won
really
both times she's played.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, because I do
Nice.
it simply. I don't
Yeah.
overcomplicate
And
it.
AJ's won every time he's played.
I've won every time I've
That
played
was
with
at
you lot.
3-1 to us, I think.
It was 3-1. Yeah, it should have been 4-0, Adam.
All right, I'm off. I'm actually going to go, but not because of that.
Next week, Adam, next week we should try with us two on the same team. See how we can do
that.
You two against the rest of us.
I mean, that would be interesting.
I'd be quite interested to try that.
Sometimes I think it's harder when
I'd be
you've
quite
got
interested to try that.
more people.
Yeah.
More...
I actually would be willing to try that.
Yeah, well, because a few times in the game when I was Spymaster, but a few times when I was, oh, for God's sake, this ping is ridiculous. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah.
Okay. A few times when I was Spymaster, like Steve would say exactly what I was thinking, and then other guys like AJ would talk him about almost talking him out of it. I mean, you clicked them in the end, but like that was where I was getting frustrated because I was like, yeah, just listen to Steve, and then the other two were like, no, what about this? What about that? And I was like,
sometimes it can be harder
with Matt and Gay Wedding.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm sorry about that animal clue.
Yeah.
Flipping.
I think
that was unanimously worst clue of the evening.
I think
yeah,
so.
Boss is forgivable. Animal, not so much.
No, I don't. I think Boss is eminently fine. I think that Miles did he gave you a clue that gives you the best chance of winning.
Yeah, because
I am saying
this party doesn't lead to Boss automatically. I was just surprised because you'd been talking about Boss so much, and as Gav said, you'd never clued you away from it. But I agree that maybe giving clues. I kind of be shocked at the time.
We didn't know what our final word was, and we hadn't been led away from something we've been saying for a while. So it was whilst the strategy was sound, it was also logical.
You were saying Boss for Splash, but Splash was Bubble, and that was the problem.
Also, it was either lose by you maybe going for Boss, or lose by not giving enough clues.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I agree. Yeah, that was totally the right thing to do. Yeah.
Because I guess
we maybe would have had an extra turn if we.
I went with the way where we had a chance to win.
Yeah. There's no way to get roulette and also get them away from Boss. Right? There's no way you can do this two in one clue.
There was no way to get them to pick chocolate, roulette, and comic, and warn them away from Boss at the same time.
Yeah. No, I agree, and you definitely did the right thing. It was just unfortunate.
Giving clues is not as easy as
no, it's
when you're behind it.
As well.
Especially when your brain works differently to others.
Yeah, I prefer the role of Spy Master, but it isn't easy. Like
no.
I think I prefer it because it's not easy because I like the challenge.
Yeah. I think I like the idea, and I like the trying to connect. I really like the connective thing. That's kind of
I sort of like the aspect
I like about Codenames and crypto.
I like the aspect of knowing, of having information, sort of like that. You're not as worried. Like you're worried that people are going to click the wrong thing, but you're not like worried that you're going to make your team lose directly, sort of. I
don't know. I think there's a fair amount of pressure with the Spy Master making the team lose, right?
That's true. That's true. But if they're not the one making the click, so they can always say, "Oh yeah, because you guessed the wrong."
Do you do that for you? Yeah.
Yeah, they're not the ones talking the other team out of clicking on their word.
Yeah. All right, screw you. I'm actually going to go now.
There's a lot more back and forth of like, oh, what about this one? What about this one? What about this one? Just to really mess with the other team. But I think over voice calls like this.
I do that a lot as well. I do that even more in person. I try not to do it too much over voice call. I only do it in the gaps when you guys aren't actually talking.
Yeah, my partner's family hates it when I do that. They're like, that's not part of the game. And I'm like, it 100% is part of the game.
Yeah, totally.
It is, yeah.
It's very much included in the rules.
It's also group dependent, right? Like if everyone in the game hates doing it.
Yeah.
I think you've got to.
If I was playing with a group of people where no one else was doing it, I would stop doing it.
I think you've got to wait until they've had a chance to discuss it and then throw your stuff in. If you start talking straight away, saying stupid things, and they haven't got the chance to talk, I think that's a bit unfair. So
exactly.
Maybe wait a minute.
I think you've got to kind of balance it.
Yeah. Wait a minute until they're stumped and then jump in with stupid things.
But I try and let them have their first initial thoughts at least. Maybe not a whole minute, but certainly some time.
You've got to watch out for people that don't think out loud as well.
Yeah.
Because people could be thinking seriously about what's going on the board, and then
I've played this. Also, you've got to be careful. I mean, like in what's the word I'm trying to think of? instinctive or like players. Because I played with my sister, and I was given a clue, and she would just like immediately press a word. I'm like, Layla, what are you doing? Like,
Yeah,
wait
I hate
and
that.
talk to people. Sometimes she gets it right. Sometimes she just goes straight for it, and like, sometimes the guess will be fine, but most of the time it'd be like, nope. She doesn't always.
We had a game in this
do it,
match
but,
where
like, sometimes she just can't help herself.
Izzy's mum thinks with her hands, so as soon as you give her a
Yeah.
clue, she starts pointing at them, and so we have to change the rules because otherwise she's just guessing straight away, and it's like she won't not guess.
We were playing it once on this system with this setup with Discord chat, but one of the people couldn't work Discord properly and couldn't get into the chat. And instead of clicking to give their name on the words, they were just clicking the guesses. And it's like, thankfully, they were mostly getting it right, but it was like they were just kind of clicking the little hand things, and the other person on their team was just shouting down the mic, going, "No, don't just click on the thing, talk about it."
Which, if they're not in the Discord, doesn't help. Okay.
Well, no, exactly. Well, that's things. Yeah.
Nice.
Are we
See you later,
playing
Adam.
again?
I think we've all had a go at Spy
Okay,
Master. I think I'm going to give
take it
it
easy,
a
Rex.
quits now. But we'll be back next week again, same again, 8 o'clock, and then we might do another Cafe versus Cafe one
Yeah.
in the future as well, but maybe not tomorrow.
Okay, have you got anything planned for tomorrow?
I'm going to stream some Magic. We haven't planned anything else, so I'm just going to stream some Magic in terms of.
Well, I won't bother watching then.
Thanks for the game, everybody. Sorry about Animal.
See you guys later.
Thanks, it was good fun.
See you later.
See you later.
Bye.
Are they all gone? I know,
Yeah,
Alistair.
I'm gonna jump into the other chat.
What, Among Us? Are they playing something
Yeah.
tonight?
They're on about it. Depends. I mean, Andrew's in.
Oh, and Babbo.
Babbo is. I mean, I've messaged Kieran.
If you get more than 6, I'll play, but I think.
Darby's playing D&D, so
There we
he's
go.
not.
All right, so let's stop listening to them because they're just talking about playing Among Us. I hope you enjoyed watching us play Codenames. We are going to be doing it a bit more often, and yeah, like Steve said, we'll try to organise another match against another cafe, maybe D20 again, maybe another one. But yeah, catch us again next time, or catch Steve at Stevie Weevy Woo. Good luck working out how to spell that, or me on Dice Cup Merlin. But for now, a good night.